Yo, hey everybody. I was trying to get some stuff done and get some stuff in order, and I also have some clips that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And, the live earlier with Squall and Kathy, I wanted to go over that. There's some other stuff I wanted to go over. So sit back and hang tight. We'll be here in just a minute. I'm going to flip this music on, let some people get in here, and then we're going to go get to it, okay? Got a lot to talk about tonight, y'all. Got a lot to talk about. Plus, I want to go over the Michelle stuff. This is about the Summer Wells case. So if you guys don't want to be in it or you don't care to talk about it or whatever, that's fine. I understand. I know there's people in here from other communities too. So, but anyways, I just want to give you a heads up. That's what this one's about. So if you'd like to be here, I would love for you to be here. If you want to come up on panel, you're more than welcome to. And oh yeah, we got a message from Jessica as well. So we'll go over all of this here in just a few minutes. Hey guys, took me a few minutes. Gotta get my stuff together real quick. On top of that, I've been getting emails nonstop, so I was checking those too. You know, so there's a lot we need to cover. There's a lot we need to cover. Did anybody watch? Here, let me go ahead and say Tina Bobina. No, she's not here that I know of. I haven't seen her in the chat yet, but I will say this much. Lisa K. Roots has reached out to her, and she was just up on PG's panel. Jessica wanted to have Lisa read a message to everybody to say sorry. I also have an email from her and her husband or whatever. And they wanted to apologize for all the lies and all the fuck shit. I think it would be better for them to do it in person, but that's just me. So I don't know. She wants everybody to stop focusing on her and the lies and all the nonsense that they pulled and look for Summer Wells. That was her statement. So take it for what you will. I don't know. I'm not going to focus on it anymore because it was all crap from the beginning. It was lies from the beginning, and we knew that. And I believe she owes everyone an apology, including myself and Candy. I believe she owes a lot of people an apology. So that's where I stand with it. Will we get one? No, probably not. But I mean, I don't know. She may not. I don't know. Okay, I wanted to put on my do not disturb because my phone is going off, you guys. I can't ever keep it straight. It's going off. Sorry, Tina, it's me. It's not that you don't have any sound. It's that I basically just went quiet because my phone was going off so bad. I was trying to check all the messages and had to silent. I just had to basically put it on like do not disturb for right now because it's too much. I can't pay attention and talk about this stuff and talk to people in my inbox and my chat, and I can't. So I can't do all that. But anyways, I will pin the link here in a few minutes. But I do want to talk about Jodie Sue and her son and the live that Cam had with the witnesses saying they've seen him going through the woods, they've seen him creeping through the hollers, and that he's been caught and that the dog stopped at Jodie Sue's feet. I do want to go over that stuff. I also want to go over Don B. He is another creator. And I was not aware of this until earlier when Kathy did her live with Squall. So basically, this man has not only tried to find Candace, but he actually searched up her friend, found her friend's house, and then stalked her friend and her daughter and put up videos of this woman's house That's taking shit way too far. Way too far. Now, I don't even know this woman like that. I do know that everything that she said on Squall's live tonight, I can't confirm everything that she said, but what I can confirm is there are some things such as the Cash App video of Benny and Candace's Cash Apps. I did get that. I did get a message saying that Candace did not go to an Upchurch concert. That was a lie. She did not go. I repeat, she did not go to an Upchurch concert. Okay. She did explain to me some of the things that, you know, she's known Candace about a year. Today actually marks 11 months since Summer's been gone, since she's been taken or got gone, or however you want to put it, missing. Today marks 11 months. It's 11 months ago today. Um, and you know, I don't think people realize the amount of stress that these people go through. And I know that, you know, people have their opinions and stuff like that. And I mean, I have my own opinions. And I don't support Candace because I don't support the things that she does. However, that does not mean that I do not like her. That does not mean that I think badly of her. That doesn't mean that I'm against her in any way. I want to make that very clear right now. And earlier, when I had got a message that Kathy was on Squall's Live, I said, so much for being done, which, as I said, that's a smart ass comment, because she said, I am done after the dog incident. So she had said she was done. Well, when I found out that Dawn was following her and had like shown her house and such, I messaged her. I was like, well, so much for being done. I mean, and I hope that her and Candace are still friends, because it can be hard. You know, Candace doesn't have anybody to support her. She's gotten into it with Benny, Ernie, all these other people, all these other women, Jenna. I mean, there's a lot of people that have gotten into it with her and they no longer speak to her. So I hope that she still does have that support. But I've heard that she hasn't been at this woman's house for a while now. So I don't know why this man thinks he needs to go stalk her and her daughter out, but that bothers me. That bothers me. Why are you doing that? That's taking shit way too fucking far. It's not acceptable. That's for damn sure. You are not a police officer. You are not a detective. You do not need to be doing that shit. That is too much. That is just too much. Yeah, I mean, he's a creator. Here, you know what? I'm going to, matter of fact, here, I'm going to play the clip. I'm going to play the clip real quick, and you guys tell me what you think. And I made sure not to get her house in this because I don't want to further dox this woman. But you know what? This is creepy right here. Look at this, y'all.
Looks familiar to me. Looks like Candace may have recorded a nighttime video from that porch at one point.
Creep 5000.
Hey, done, Candace.
You see that wink?
Anyway, guys, I was just out there.
What? That's creeper level 5000. And that's just a little snatch of the video. That's like 13 seconds of the video. That's it. Where he says, hey, how you doing, Candace? I believe you've recorded a video on that porch a time or two. And then he winks at her. That is weird. Yeah, I agree, Microwave. I agree. Oh no, Allie, wait a minute. You got the Rona. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh no, you're over it. You're over it. Okay, I'm glad you're over it. Yeah, hey Pamela. Yeah, you're here. Okay, hey, I just wanted to let you know. I got a message, and I also seen, well, just heard, I got the clip that Lisa also got a message from Jessica, and she wanted to apologize. And she would like everyone to forgive her for all the fuck shit she pulled and all the lies she told and everything she had done, which would be all fine and well. But I think if you're woman enough to bounce around on panel to panel to panel and tell lies on Candy Heroin, you've already done enough damage when there's already enough damage done, and then you want to turn around and cause more. I think you need to be woman enough to come up and apologize yourself. I don't think you should be sending any other person messages to apologize for you. You was woman enough to come up and make up stories. You can be woman enough to come up and apologize. Now, matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. You're welcome to come up here. I'm not going to yell at you or cuss you out. But what I do think is you apologizing is really big of you. And I hope that you learned a valuable lesson from this, because the internet pretty much can find out anything. So I mean, it's crazy. Well, yeah, and I don't know if she'll explain why she did it or what her motive was for it. I really don't know. Um, yeah, I mean, honestly, I really don't even care to spend any more time on it. Honestly, I really don't. She's already wasted enough of our time and taken away enough of Summer's time. That's, you know what I mean? She's already wasted enough time. But to sit there and lie like that and then try to take 5 screenshots and show those 5 screenshots to discredit everyone who tried to call her out was a bunch of bullshit as well. So, I mean, to keep the lies going was a lot. That was a lot. So, she wants to come out and apologize. Okay, fine. That's cool. I respect that, but I won't respect you sending somebody else to apologize for all the fuck shit you pulled. No, no. But anyways, on to the next thing. Let's go over this. Let's go over this. Let's go over this. This live here. Let me drop this link. Hold on. She did waste our time. So did Pam. Well, actually, Pam's the one who sent me the screenshots. I didn't know Pam from nowhere. I had never met Pam. She tried to come up on my panel. I let her up here. She told me what happened. And actually, the comments about the wreck were already in the chat. Somebody else had said it, and then she came up and told me about the wreck and whatnot, and sent the screenshots. And I know she told people. I know she told Jessica not to talk to people, that they all hated her. Well, that's true. They all did. There's a lot of people that don't like her for what she did. So, I mean, a lot of that is true. She did send her those voice recordings, and I've heard them already. And oh well, it is what it is. I mean, it's true. A lot of people don't like you for what you did, Jessica. A lot of people don't. That's all true. Jessica said the Pam texts were fake. I'm sure she did, because I mean, I mean, God, she's lied how many times on how many panels about how many things, and we're gonna believe that Jessica is saying those texts are fake. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Jessica admitted that she lied, and she had Lisa try to go up on Prayer Garden's panel and apologize for her. And she said she wants everybody to forget what she did and focus back on Summer. Right. Dust your feet off. Pull up your big girl panties. And do what's right. Hold on, let's see here. Yes, Don B was really wrong, but BK over there yelling at Don B, he said that woman blamed that on him. She did not blame that on Benny. She said Benny put Kathy's daughter online. She told me the same. She told me the same. Actually, I had a live where a couple ladies came up and was talking to me, and they had said some things that was really upsetting to Kathy. She sent me a email. Well, it was to the wrong person, but I ended up getting it, and I got a copy of it. I reached out to her to let her know that I did get her message. I did want her to know that. She sent me some things that she wanted me to correct, or well, that she wanted to correct with me, to let me know, because there was a lot of things that were said on the panel or whatever that day, and she wanted to let me know, because no matter how flat a pancake, there's always 2 sides to the story. So I did appreciate her reaching out to me and letting me know. Again, we only chatted briefly. She, told me a few things, and then she kind of gave me a little insight. Same thing she told everybody today was pretty much what she told me as well. So that's all I can really say about that. I don't really know much more than that. Let's see here. Kate does crime. Oh, hell. Did she say why she lied? Was she trying to get money sent to her Cash App? I don't know. She didn't say. She never said. Was it Candace that put Kathy's daughter out there when they were in the hotel? You know what? I really don't know. Honestly, I don't know who put her daughter out there. I know that that's what people were saying. And I know that a lot of people, like I said, I wasn't here for that, but I did help Candace to try to set her. I know I heard Squall saying today she helped her set up her YouTube, but check this out. She asked me to help her set up her YouTube too. So we both tried to help her. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jessica admitted she lied about everything, or was she cherry picking? No, she just said that basically she had lied and she wanted everybody to forgive her and move on and find Summer. That's all I heard from her statement. Um, I know Lisa said, does anybody in the chat want to hear it? And they all said, no, hell no, 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 no. And she read it off and she's like, well, I don't think the chat wants to hear it. But then, somebody said, yeah. So she went ahead and read it off anyways. And it was basically an apology. I can go back in this email and find out too. Because I got one from her. I got one from her husband. You know what I mean? So Kathy also said no one speaks for Candace or Grandma also. Yeah, let me go ahead and address that right now. First of all, I have proof. I have proof. I have no problem showing proof. I do not have any reason to lie. Yes, I was given permission to speak for Grandma Candy Hare the day I spoke for her in regards to the situation with Jessica. As far as speaking for her or being her spokeswoman or representative or anything like that, no, I'm not. No, I do not speak for her. I do not represent her or Candace. I have nothing to do with any of that. The only thing that I came on here to do was to correct the lies that Jessica was telling about her being stuck on a hill begging for food. And yes, Candy Hare gave me permission and Susan to come on here, which I will give Susan the link as well. And I still have the recording and I'll play it again. And I have no reason to lie. She did give us both permission to speak on behalf of the situation with Jessica. Oh, you know what? Hey, that's great. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and drop it for you right now. The link's posted. I'll go have to pin it. Give me a second. I'll go pin it up. But it should be posted. Let's see here. But I seen you said you'll take a link. So Jessica, if you want to come up here and you want to apologize and stuff for what happened, you're more than welcome to, but we're not going to further the lies. I know that much. Pam, give me a few minutes. I'm going to let Jessica come up here real quick and explain herself, and then I'll have you come back up, okay? I want to give her time to, explain what she needs to talk about and all that without being interrupted and all that, okay? The link is pinned. Jessica, are you going to come up here? I seen you ask for it, so I just want to, blood moon tonight, the scattering of sunlight. You know what? And today marks 11 days, or 11 days, 11 months that baby's been missing. 11 months. That's so sad, man. It's hard to think about, honestly. It really is. And I mean, there's been people here from day one who have dealt with far more than I have. And I'm going to be honest with you. At first, I didn't even want to get involved in Summer's missing case because I knew I would get way too emotional and I would get overly involved. And it's very hard to separate your emotions from this to a missing child when you have children yourself. Hey, that girl. Hey, Candy Cane, Cotton Candy Boobs, Ashley. The link's pinned, honey. So if you're coming up here, Jessica, go ahead and come on up here. I told Pam to go ahead and wait. Here, I'm going to throw a screen up real fast just to double check. But yeah, I wanted to put this up because I wanted to give you an opportunity to come up here and talk yourself. You know what I'm saying? And tell your side of the story or apologize or whatever. You know what I mean? Is this you up here?
It's
Jessica?
Yes, it's me.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure before I, you know what I mean? Do you want me to leave the screen up or you want me to drop it down?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. There we go. It's down. That way people can see it's you.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to apologize for everything that was said and done and all the confusion and misunderstandings. Like, I don't even know what to say. A lot of it was true. Like, I did talk to Grandis, and it shows in one message that she said Jessica from Canada, that bitch. Like, so it does show that I did talk to her.
Well, yeah, and let me interrupt you. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that you guys didn't speak because I mean I can't speak on whether you guys spoke or not. But what I
Yeah.
asked you for was the proof that you said yourself that you had. I wasn't coming for you to be mean or hateful, but you
No,
know these people deal with a lot as it is already. And she
of
was never
course.
begging for food. She was never ever begging for food.
See, that's where the misunderstanding came from. And I went back on Daisies. Everybody can go back on Daisies and listen. It's I said in there, maybe it would be a good gesture if people dropped food off. That's all it was. I didn't say she's never asked me for money. She's never begged me for anything. Nothing like that. So
Right.
there is a misunderstanding there somewhere.
Well, yeah, and I mean, when you said you talked to her for a couple of weeks, but then you said you talked to her for 5 months, then you said you talked to her for 3 weeks, and then you was talking to her through January.
No,
You
it was
wasn't doing all that.
just January, just from January. I haven't talked to her in like November or anything like that because I just found out about the case in January, I believe. And then I looked her up on Facebook and I found her there. And then I said, "Hi, my name's Jessica. I'm reaching out from Canada and hope you find your grandbaby." And that was the first message to her.
Right, and
Yeah.
right, but the only messages that you could provide proof of was the from April 27th. That was it. The
Yeah.
FaceTime picture you were supposed to go get the next day and bring it back. You never did. You were supposed to go to the Apple store. You never did. Then supposedly you got into this car wreck and
Yeah, I did get
I
in a
mean,
car wreck, but it wasn't as bad because I played Pam. Somebody else told me she was a troll.
well, you had already
That
said it to other people. I mean, I'm not going to stay here and keep going through it all because, like you said, if you wanted to come up and apologize for the stuff that you did and the lies that you did, you want to take accountability. I'm down with that. You know, I'm cool
Yeah.
with that. I'll
Yeah.
leave it alone. I'll get off your neck and leave you be. But
Yeah.
what I'm not going to do is continue to keep going on with this lying ass bullshit in this story, honey. I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean?
No, I'm telling you, like the full accident that I told Pam was fake because I knew within the day she'd be up on somebody's trying to get her name back out there because she told me that everybody hated her for some reason. And she can come up here and try to tell me wrong, but she's wrong. I don't know if you got the voice clip from
Yeah, I heard him.
when I recorded her.
Yeah, I heard him. But see, what I'm focused on is the screen, the picture that you said you took of Candy hair on when you were talking to her on FaceTime, and the messages that you were sitting on Daisy's panel and you said, well, I hadn't heard from her yet today, but I did hear from her all day yesterday. So if you
No, if
could
I hear
provide the
from her,
messages
it's
from
only
them,
like twice or three times a day. And that's
right?
me.
But see what I'm saying
That's
is
me
you couldn't provide the
reaching
messages.
out to her.
Well, see what I'm saying though is the only messages you could provide were from April 27th. So do you see why
Yeah.
people think you're lying, especially me?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah,
And
I understand.
you know, me and Candy have done voice chats and we've done camera things where she shared her screen with me and she showed me your messages with her, so I could physically see with my own eyes.
Yeah. I'm not
So
saying you're not lying, not at
I
all.
understand you get lost and stuff. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And but I do know that you embellished a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I do know that for a fact, and you know that for a fact.
Yeah. And that's why I'm
So
up here today as a woman to apologize. That's all I can do.
I appreciate that. I really do, because at this point you owe Candy Hair a major apology.
Yeah, if she would answer my messages, but
No, you're blocked. She won't ever be speaking to you again. But you can say it right now, and I'm sure she'll hear it.
I'm sorry, Candace, that I exceeded your messages.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you being a woman and coming up and letting people, everybody know that's a hard thing to do. It's very hard
Well,
to
if
come
you're in
up
the wrong, it's not. If you recognize you're wrong, and you should own up to it.
Right. That's very true. And I appreciate that. But a lot of people just want to know why. What was the purpose of it? Were you just trying to help Daisy get subs, or like what was the purpose of you saying the things you
I
said?
think what happened was it just exceeded more than I thought it was, and I couldn't get myself out of it, to be honest.
Right.
That's exactly like how I think it went, because I'm not a liar, and when I was on Daisy's channel, and I'm not putting Daisy down at all, it went from something very simple to I don't know what to do
Something
now. Like,
huge. Right. Right.
do you know what I mean? Like, I can't really explain it, but
Well, I mean, I could see it going. I mean, I could see it was a train wreck on fire, and I could see it was going downhill fast. But then you just kept lying and kept going on panels and kept lying, and I'm like, what is she doing?
yeah,
What
like
is she doing? Like,
because I was so messed up that I felt like I had to stand up for myself. Stand up
yeah,
for
I
myself
get
for
it.
what? Like you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, once
it
I
was
mean
a
that's what I said.
mess.
What a wicked web you weave when at first you do deceive, or when you practice to deceive. Because once you tell a lie, you have to keep telling lies and more lies and more lies and more lies to cover it up. Then you get caught in a web of your own lies.
Yeah, and oh my God, I'm telling you, if anybody out there is listening, do not go up on panel if you don't know for sure, because it will get exceeded into something else. Trust me, learn from my mistake. And I don't expect everybody to forgive me. I understand that. I know I have people that hate me because of this, but I am who I am as a person. I promise you, I'm not that other person on YouTube who people say that, like, for a channel. I don't even have a channel. I don't have cash apps. I'm not with the Watts case. Like, it just went absolutely crazy. And then I
Well,
said,
yeah, because I think a lot of people thought you were somebody else, and they kept adding. Well, because once something happens, I mean, a lot, then other people start putting other things together, and you know what I'm saying. And
yeah,
and you continue. You know what I'm saying. When you went on Cher's panel, you had her and Emma thinking, that I was just bullying you, that Candy had me, or Candace had me bullying you and being mean to you. Then supposedly it came out that I bullied you so bad you got into a car wreck, and I said no, see, I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
where did that come from? Because I fell asleep, and that was said from the beginning. I was on my way to work and I fell asleep. It wasn't because of bullying. Bullying's never done that to me.
Well, yeah, and I don't feel like I bullied you. I did hold you accountable. I did hold you accountable. I did do that. And
but you didn't bully me.
Right. I did not. And I would never do that. Like, I would never do that.
No. So where that came from, I don't know. No idea, because I would never say you bullied me or anybody bullied me, because I'm an adult. If someone's bullying me, I can deal with that on my own.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, I just couldn't figure out what was going on. Like, I didn't know if you were planning on trying to pull a Cash App fraud, and get money, or if you were going to put a Cash App in Candy's name. I just wasn't sure, like, what the point was behind the whole. I mean, I can understand getting lost in it and just having to, like you said, defend yourself. And you know what I mean? I understand that. I do. I do get it. You know what I mean? I do understand.
And to be honest, Daisy
is
was the first person I ever went on panel with.
So
okay. I don't know YouTube. Like, I just started YouTube in January because I heard the summer case from Daisy. That's where I heard it from. And I'm not blaming Daisy for anything. to me.
Well, no, because the YouTube true crime community, I hate to tell you this, but we are all nosy, and that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Because we are all in these cases, and you know, we're all we all want to know. We all want to know where Summer is. We all want to know if she, you know what I'm saying? We want to bring her home. Everybody
of
does.
course.
So, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of true crime web sleuthers, and we all sleuth and we all look through things. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we investigate. Like we are all investigators. I feel like we all investigate everything. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
so once you tell a lie, it's like, boom, we caught you here, we caught you there, we caught you here. And video, when you do it on panels and you get up on panels, you know, those things stay there and they can be recorded and taken out of context. And then, you know,
definitely.
then you have a whole battle there. You know what I mean? So,
like
I said, I
definitely you
appreciate
didn't bully
you.
me like at all. I don't know where that came from, but you didn't. I fell asleep, hit a tree. I have 3 broken ribs and I have a cold. So when I cough, my ribs are just killing me. But that's all that happened. And
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sorry that did happen. I mean, I'm sorry that you did, you know, get an experience to get into a wreck and was tired. And I'm sorry that happened. I just knew that when the whole you had a tube in your brain and you were on coma, you were in a medically induced coma. You had hit it at 110. It wasn't even snowing in Canada. I'm like, oh girl, stop it.
Yeah, like it's common. Like as soon as I sent that picture, it's common sense. There's no snow in Canada in May. Like she should have like grabbed right onto that because I know.
See, I called my friend. I said, "Look, you live 45 minutes away from her. Is this snowing over there?" And she's like, "Nope." I'm like, "Yeah, this is a lie. This is a whole nother lie. I didn't cause this to in her. I did not do that. That is not okay." So,
but my brother said, "I'm going to show you what their YouTube world's about because he knows more than YouTube than I do." And
yeah.
So he started sending Pam all these messages, and he said, "Jessica, 2 days that will be everywhere." And it was the very next day, I believe, Pam sent you the message, and it was on.
Well, it was already in my chat, so Pam had already seen it from somebody else.
So now I know, like, you know what I mean. Now I know what it's all
about.
Well,
yeah, somebody, either it was your husband or somebody told. Oh yeah, your husband went up on PG's panel and told PG that you had gotten into a wreck and wanted to call the hospital, and then supposedly she called the hospital and said your name or something like that, and then said the hospital name or something like that. I'm not even sure. I didn't even watch it, so I don't know exactly what all was said, but I know your husband did go up on panel and tell people that you were in a wreck. So
yeah, I when I go to the hospital, I'm under unknown because of my past, my ex.
Yeah, he did say that too.
For 16 years. Yeah, like physically really bad in front of my children. So if I go to any hospital, it's unknown. So like they'll say either I'm not there or if she is here, we can relay the message. That's what it does.
And I mean, like I said, we all do stuff that we wish we could take back. Don't get me wrong. I'm not perfect. I've never, came out and lied and did all that, but I've done some shit on here that I'm not proud of either. So, I mean, we all mess up. I do have to give you kudos, and I do have to tell you, thank you for coming up here and taking it, owning it, and
thank you for
taking care of it. I also do appreciate you apologizing to Candy Hair for it too, because she took it pretty hard. She knew, people already call her a liar. She already goes through enough as it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she never asked me for not even a nickel. Never, not once. Never asked me for food. Nothing. Like I just thought it would be a nice thing. Like if she was up at the hill, if somebody could drop it off at the bottom of the hill, and then I would message her and say it was there, so that she didn't have contact with whoever. Because I know if I was Candy, I wouldn't want to have contact with anybody that's been on the YouTube. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and when things happen the way they did, and then like I said, more lies were told. I mean, she was so upset. She deals with enough as it is. You know what I mean? She just wants peace. She wants to find her granddaughter. She wants peace. She doesn't want to be. They receive hateful messages nonstop. I mean, can you imagine?
Oh, I can imagine.
What
especially
she deals with.
So her daughter and stuff, like just leave her alone.
Yeah, so for her to be lied on, she was extremely upset, and then she not only does she have to battle people already, but now she has to battle somebody lying on her. So yeah, it was pretty upsetting, and I was pretty upset about it.
Well, of course, if that was my friend, I would be upset too. Like I'd be like, you owe my friend an apology too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and I was very.
I'm a nice person. I got caught up in the middle of something I should have never have, and I apologize. And I'm saying it again. I'm sorry, and I know I'm gonna have haters still, and that's okay
Well,
because I deserve it.
I mean, yeah,
But
you will have people that are upset. You're going to have people that are still, going to make comments and whatnot. And I mean, it is what it is. I mean, at this point, you just have to move on from this, and learn from it. That's all you can do. We've all got to
yeah,
learn our lessons. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
So,
exactly.
I mean, that's all you can really do at this point is just, learn from it and move forward.
Yeah, and that's what I'm
I
gonna do.
appreciate you owning your shit and coming up and taking care of it. That's really good. That's really nice of you to do that.
Thank you. Well,
So,
I'm a woman, and I told you I would apologize. So, and I am, and I will sleep better tonight, but I still feel guilty. Like I have this really bad guilt in me. Like it's so bad. So if you find out she doesn't hear the live tonight, would you make sure she knows to come back and listen to it so she can hear
yeah,
me apologize?
I will reach out to her. I kind of just cut back because I know things were really stressful on her. So I just, I wanted to give her a little bit of time and stuff. And, I didn't want to get in the middle between her and her daughter. So I will clip it and send it to her and make sure she sees it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So that she knows. And, like I said, I hope it's a learning lesson. I learned some really hard lessons and it really sucks, but you learn from it. And like I said, you just move forward.
yeah.
So I appreciate you coming up and clearing things up and apologizing. That was really nice of you.
Thank you. And I'm reading the panel, and people are very upset, and I understand. But hopefully, one
Yeah,
day
well, they have
everybody.
some questions. I mean, I
Yeah,
know
of
that
course.
I know that they definitely do. I mean, let's see here. Let's see. If she's really sorry, she should change her YouTube name to just no, girl, stop. You don't even know Magoo. I don't think you were around for that. But there was a guy
No.
who faked his own death, and he did. I mean, people do things all the time on here, and um, you don't really realize. You know what I'm saying? You just, like I said, you get caught up in it, and you don't realize how far it goes until you're like, "Whoa, I've taken things a little too far."
Yeah.
So, you know. Pam said she accepts your apology. There's a couple other people that said apology accepted. Um, you know, and she said, "Was it attention you were looking for?" I mean, there's a few people that
Absolutely
are
not.
upset. They're just. I mean, we were all kind of curious as to what the
Yeah,
hell was
there
going
was no
on because
attention. Like there was no attention. I was trying to get it all. I just got wound up in a conversation that I didn't know how to end. And
right.
I had no cash apps, or anybody can look. I have no cash apps. You guys know my name. No
Yeah, I
cash
haven't seen
apps,
any
no
Cash Apps.
nothing.
I have not seen any
Nothing.
GoFundMe's. I have not seen any PayPal links. Nothing. The only thing that
Nothing.
I ever seen was your husband telling. There was a couple people that asked to send where to send cards, and he said to the house or something, or
Yeah.
something like that. So I don't. I mean,
That was
other
it.
than that, that's all I seen. I didn't see anything else. So,
Yeah, and the
um,
address, nobody ever asked for the address, so the address never got sent out. So, and I told him, I
yeah,
said, I
see,
don't
and
want the
I don't
address
know.
sent out.
Honestly, I wasn't even going to speak on it again. I wasn't going to say anything about it until the whole I bullied you into an accident. And let me say something else. We know you're not Angel Talks Too Fast. We already know you're not.
Okay.
So I don't know
Okay.
who's saying that or who said that or where that came from, but we know that's not you.
Okay. Someone says I don't sound like a Canadian now. I'm sick. I have really bad cold, so that might be why. But I do live in Canada.
Yeah. You live 45 minutes away from my friend. That's what I was
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I was telling you. Like
Yeah.
I asked her about the weather because I was like, hey, what's going on? Is it snowing up there? Like, there's no way she wrecked her car at 110 in the snow like this. Ain't no way.
No. No. And it's May. It's Canada. There's no snow in May. But that was just my brother proving to me what a troll was. I'm like, I don't know what a troll is. And when I first talked to Pam, she called me through Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, she was well, because it seems I don't really know Pam. I met her that day when she came up and told me that you had the screenshot or that she had a couple screenshots of she was checking on you or whatever, and I was like, okay, cool. Then she sent them to me and she sent me all of them. I mean, there was nothing that I didn't see. I heard the recordings and all that, and I feel like that's just kind of the way she talks, and she was looking out for you because there is a lot of people that were mad and there was a lot of people that were hateful. So but yeah,
Yeah.
the biggest thing is you don't troll in missing children's cases. Like that's the
No,
worst
definitely not.
time. That's the worst case to pull some fuck shit in because a lot of people are upset about that mainly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course, because it takes away from Summer, and that's not right. And that's why I
Absolutely,
like
for
too.
sure.
I want to apologize and just say, can we just focus on Summer and finding Summer? I'm gonna back off from it.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
Focus on another missing child. But I just don't. I don't like having haters. That's just me, and I know I have them now, and I'm okay with that. I'll deal with that on my own. But hopefully, everybody will come around and accept my apology one day because I love Summer just like everybody else, and I feel sorry for that baby. And I hope one day she is found. I really do. Because
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I wasn't looking for any attention at all. I'm not that type of person. I'm a busy mom. I mean, I had people check my Facebook. I have 7 kids, 4 boys, 3 girls, and they're
Oh
my
yeah, well,
life.
and see, that's the thing is I knew you didn't really know much about YouTube because you doxed yourself and put all your information out there, and everybody found everything about you, your kids, your life, your family, everything.
Yeah.
It's all out. I mean, everything's all out there now, and a lot of that's another thing that's dangerous with this is uh you don't know who's watching, you don't know who's listening, you don't know who's watching, and you don't know who has your information or who has your kids information, because once you say that, you can get into TikToks, and you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying. I didn't had people send shit that seen your TikToks, your kids TikToks. I mean, there's all, and I, of course, I'm not going to put that out there or show that or talk about it or anything like that, but I want you to be aware.
I've
You
heard,
know,
yeah,
your whole
somebody's
entire life
having,
is out there now. You know what I mean? People have started digging in to see who you really are and what your intentions really were behind doing all this. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, for sure. I would do the same, to be honest. I would do the exact same thing. But I
Well,
don't
yeah,
think I
and
would like post pictures of their family and stuff. Like that's just like I think
yeah, I
it's
would never post pictures of your kids or your family or nothing like that. But I didn't. I mean, honestly, as much as you lied, I was like, she probably don't even have 7 kids. I mean, how does she got 7 kids and got time to pull this kind of shit? What's going on here? Like, I was legit really angry and upset about it
yeah, I
because
believe you.
I knew you were lying. I knew you was. I mean, I knew you were, and I just then you kept going from panel to panel to panel, and it just, oh my god, it just pissed me off even more because I'm like, oh my god, what is she doing? What is she
Yeah.
doing? So I appreciate it though. I'm not going to keep going in on you. I appreciate it. I'm gonna
Okay.
let it go, and we're gonna move forward from here, and I'll leave it alone. And it is what it is. We're done and over with. I just hope you learned your lesson, and you know what I mean.
Yep.
Be very careful if you get
I
into
will.
another missing child's case or something. Be very
Oh, I'm
careful.
staying off YouTube. I'll just
Make
watch.
sure you have proof. Always save your screenshots. Always save your conversations. Save all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I will, but I'm gonna stay off the YouTube. Like I'm just gonna watch from the backgrounds.
Well, you know what? Until you're comfortable, that's probably the best thing to do, you
Yeah.
know, just because
And
it
too
is
until
so
I
easy.
learn about YouTube too. Like I have no idea still. Like I went back and watched Miss Daisy's thing yesterday to make sure I didn't say anything because because I was so messed up. I had to, like, I didn't know what I was even saying to her that night anymore. So I had to go back and watch it.
When you
And
say you were messed up, you mean like you just played your part, you
yeah,
played your role, or you mean like
yeah,
you were just
exactly.
like already too deep into it, and you were like, because
Yeah,
I heard you say something about, well, she hasn't answered me today, but she is going to answer. You know, I did talk to her yesterday, and she knows that you're going to be on here. Well, you know what I mean. And the more I listen, the more I'm like, oh no 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 no.
yeah. And then as I was talking to Daisy, I said I'm messaging her, but she's not replying. She's not replying, and then it just kept going on and then on and on, and I honestly didn't even know how to finish the conversation. And I'm not putting Daisy down. Like I don't want to put her down at all.
Well, no, but I mean that's the thing though, is she should have vetted your sources, and if you couldn't provide anything more than the screenshots of the April 27th when you provided them, I wouldn't have let you come up here and say nothing like that.
Yeah,
And I mean, like I said, I don't want to sit here and dog Daisy out either because it is what it is. But I mean, she pulled that shit with Rose's case, and then she let you get up there and do the same, and that's not okay. I mean, that causes this family. They're already going through stuff. They're already going through grief. They already, they're going through a lot. They got a lot of hate. You know, I don't know if you heard things earlier. I mean, they got people telling them to kill themselves. They got people telling them they'd be better off not alive. I mean, they deal with a lot of bullshit on an everyday basis. So to have somebody come in here and make shit up on them and then say the things they said, and then when you got off my panel you went straight back over to Daisy's and was like, she's up on that hill, you guys, she's up on that hill, and I knew damn well she wasn't, but
yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. So my friend said, you came into the conversation lying though, so please stop saying that.
Saying what?
I'm not sure, but Cappy's one of my best friends. So she must, you came into the conversation lying though, so please stop saying that.
I don't know what she means.
Maybe I missed another comment too. I'm not sure.
Maybe.
I don't know. I hope Daisy learned, because this causes a lot of grief, especially when Rose's son was in there saying, or Rose's husband was in there saying, or ex-husband, whatever, saying, this is not her, this is not her. And on top of that, we tried to go into Daisy's. I tried to go in there. I was called a troll. I was blocked. There was several other people who were blocked and called trolls. And then I know Dawn tried to get up there. Dawn and Dawn, they got up there. And they both tried to explain that was not Candy Hair. That was not you were not, you had not had all them conversations with her, and she was not coming up on that panel.
Yeah.
That was not, she had 3,000 people in her chat waiting for Candy Hair to come up on panel. You know what I'm
So
saying?
is there,
Like that was
just like a clicks
very
or something?
deceptive.
Like
Very
how does
deceptive.
that? How does she get paid by clicks or something? Like I don't even know.
Well, I mean, people thought Candy Hair was coming up on stage. So, or, coming up, not on stage, but on her YouTube or whatever. So, she had 3,000 people in there waiting for her. And of course they're doing memberships and throwing up PayPal, or throwing up, super chats and shit like that. Well, she said she only made $150, but I mean, there was, like I said, 3,000 people in there waiting on something that wasn't going to happen. So even after the two ladies came up and said, hey, that's not the Candy Hair, she's not coming up on panel, Daisy still didn't shut it down. From that point on, it should have been shut down right then and there.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I mean, she should have. If you were to come on my panel, I would have said, Jessica, I need some screenshots. And when you sent me those ones from April 27th, I would have said, no, these aren't good enough. I need the ones you said from yesterday. You talked to her yesterday. I want those. I want the FaceTime picture. You know what I'm saying? I would have not. There's no way I would have let you get up on my panel and act like she was going to come up here and then continue to go from panel to panel to panel to panel to panel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And I honestly didn't know. Like, I thought just that one screenshot of like talking to her was enough. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like when you come out with something like that, you got to have your receipts. You know what I'm saying? You got to have your facts. You got to have your stuff ready. And like I said, TBI, the FBI. I mean, this is a big case. It's not something just to be coming in and playing. You know what I'm saying? And I understand, like, you get lost and you get caught up with it, but this baby's missing. You know what I'm saying? And it's taken this bullshit right here and took a week and a half away from her.
Exactly.
And you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even necessary. And if this was your baby missing,
I'd be heartbroken.
And somebody was lying on you, and I said, well, Jessica told me she was up on the hill just her mom's starved, but she ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? And here I am sitting here making up all these lies. You would be a little pissed too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Because so I don't know. I was just really upset, and I definitely had to bring it to light because I was extremely upset. Here, Captain said to me, she keeps saying that she lied because it was a conversation that she didn't know how to end, implying that she started lying at the end of the convo when she was lying from the beginning.
Well, I wasn't lying about when I first started talking to her. I reached out to her first.
Yeah, that was another question. They said, what did you reach out to her for? Like, what was the purpose? Was it just to be supportive, or was it just to
just to be supportive,
get information, or what was
I didn't want any information at all. I said I'm a mom and a grandmother as well. I have 3 grandbabies.
Like just relating, you were just like trying to relate to her and give her like
like I can send
a friendship and stuff like that, companionship and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that what you, okay.
That's all.
Yeah, and see, I wasn't really sure, and like I said, I didn't know if you were like piggybacking off Ernie's thing, because he said Candace was going to come up and do this big thing in 2 days, and it was a bit. And so I thought you were wrapped up with him. To be honest, I'm not going to lie. I thought you were.
His show. Sorry, I'm talking over you. I don't mean to.
I don't. I know that there's a lot.
Where did the thing come from where it said I'm joined to Candace Hair on Facebook?
It's when you were on PG's panel, some crime and I think it was Crime and Crazy or Crime Crazy. I think I'm not sure. A crazy crime, maybe. She came up and said that you had that when they looked your information up, it came up your name. I'm not going to say it on here, but your name, your maiden name, and your married name, and then it came up with a fake Candy Hair account too connected to it.
Yeah, because I've looked everywhere and I can't find it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I don't know where that is. If anybody ever finds it, maybe they can email it to you and then you can email it to me because I would like to know maybe that's a fake account that somebody's done. Because my only account is under Twist, Jessica Twist. That's it.
oh yes, I don't know. I don't know if it was. I'm trying to look real quick. I don't know
Yeah.
if. Oh, if it's deleted, you won't. I don't know. See, I'll look, but I don't know. I'll have to go into my email and stuff. I just tried, and it's. Hold on. So Jessica reached out to Candy to be supportive, and then she immediately went on Daisy's panel to share all of Candy's info. Doesn't sound very supportive to me. Yeah, that's and see a lot of people just had questions because you had went on Cher's panel and then you had went on who was the guy that you were over on his panel. It was like true crime or something. Who was that?
True Crime Exposed, I think.
Oh, was that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
I
talk when Daisy came up on that. That was the one you're talking about? When Daisy
yeah,
came up?
and I unblocked Daisy in here because she had came in my chat and defended herself. And I was so frustrated with her and you at that point that I just blocked her account out of here because she did the same to me. So I said, if you want to come up, she's welcome on my panel anytime. You know what I mean? I went on
Yeah.
her panel that day. I yelled at you because we waited for your FaceTime picture. You said you were going to go to the Apple store and get it. We waited 2 hours for you. And then you went over. I said, you know what? That's when I knew you was playing games with me. I'm like, oh no. So I knew you was anyways. But then when it came to that, I'm like, okay, because I figured you would at least try to find a picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she's gonna come back with some crazy ass fucking picture, and, and you didn't. So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe she just. So I thought you was gonna stop then and just leave it be. And then I was like, oh my god, here she goes on another panel. Oh my god, does she know? I was just
He
like, does she not
messaged
realize
me
what's
and
going
said,
on? All these people are watching you lie, and I was like, oh my god, I almost felt bad. Like I really hope she realizes that this is, you know what I mean? It looks awful,
yeah.
from just watching from an outsider's point of view. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And then
I
your husband
listened
was
to
like,
some
oh,
of
she
it.
done got into a car wreck. She's in a coma. She doesn't remember nothing. I'm like, oh my fucking God, you got to be joking me.
No,
I
I
was like, this
just
is
had 3 broken
insane.
ribs from the seatbelt. Broke my ribs. I hit a tree. So, but that's it.
So it was like, you did get into a wreck. You did hit the tree, but it wasn't at 110 and it wasn't for being bullied and it wasn't
100. I was
nothing. Okay.
not for bullying, nothing like that. I fell asleep at the wheel. So I like to clear that up because as soon as I heard bullying, I said, nobody's been bullying. I don't take the people talking about me bullying. It's their opinion and I accept it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm not a cold-hearted person and just hold everything in and just hate everybody for how they feel about me right now. That's how they feel about me right now. Then I can't do anything. All I can do is apologize and admit to what I did. At least I'm doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I appreciate that. I mean, it's harder than some people realize. It's really hard to, first of all, it's hard to admit when you're wrong, and it's hard to admit that you lied, and not once but several times. And you know what I mean? So I appreciate you coming up, being honest, stepping up to the plate, taking accountability, and moving forward. Hopefully we can go from here and, you know,
Well, you sound like a great person, and thank you for having me on your panel.
I
And
appreciate you coming up. I really
and,
do. I appreciate that.
and once again, I'm so sorry, everybody. And let's just focus on finding Summer.
Yep. Yep. That's what we're gonna do from here on out. I appreciate you coming up. Thank you, honey.
Thank you so much. Take care.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.
Hey, Kimberly, Roddy, mom. What's up, baby? So yeah, well, I appreciate her coming up. I appreciate I appreciate her being honest. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard to admit your wrongs, and it's even harder to come up on a panel and say, "Hey, I lied. I lied. You know, I did this, this, and this, and I'm sorry." Because she very well could have just said, "Nope, Queen's a liar. She did this, this, and this," and kept it going and caused a big old fight. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful that she didn't, because I was stepping on her neck pretty damn hard, and so I appreciate that. That's, you know, I appreciate her coming up and apologizing, and I hope that Candy hears it, because she definitely owes her an apology and taking time away from Summer's case. So, but I mean, a lot of people have done the same. So I'm just going to leave it at that. You know what I mean? It's done and over with, and we're going to move forward from here. So on to Jodie Sue's son. Okay, what do you guys think about that? What do you like? Is there any opinions on Jodie Sue's son where they think that where they think he was, well, the witness, there was two witnesses on Cam and Allie's panel that came up and said that they had actually seen him running through the hollers, or running, you know what I mean, like the woods and stuff. So but I do know that if I was Jodie Sue and somebody was coming for my child, whether he's an adult or, and see, I thought he was only 16. That was my bad. That was my fault. I should have investigated better. Look at me. I should have investigated better. But I thought he was like 16 or 17. I didn't know he was 19. And I didn't know that, I didn't know that. Okay, so that's why before I made any accusations or said anything, I wanted to know if it was like proven, if he was arrested for this, or if it was just someone saying this. There's a big difference with that. You know what I mean? So the dogs stopping right at her feet, that is pretty concerning. I wish Jodie Sue would come over here so we could conversate with her, like, you know, and do some one-on-one questions with her, because I noticed she never really has anybody on her panel. So I don't know if it's because she doesn't know how to do that, or if she just doesn't want to like talk to people. You know, maybe she just doesn't want anybody up there. I don't know. I mean, I can understand, because anybody with kids has the mama bear. Usually, let's say, usually, most mothers have the mama bear instinct where they want to stand up for their kids. They want to, you know what I'm saying? When somebody comes for your kid, you know, that mama bear comes out. You know what I'm saying? You can't help it. It is what it is. And I understand she was pissed when Michelle did her video. Michelle After Dark had done a video, and it was really, really nice. It was done like in a, I guess, a respectful way, but I mean, I can understand why she's mad, and I get it, because her son was, you know, in the hot seat, and he's being accused of doing these things that, now I just want to say though this, if okay, so we would go hunting and camping and hiking and stuff like that, and my brothers and my dad would always go out in the woods and walk around, and my brothers would go out in the woods and mess around, and they would, you know, the neighbor kids would come over and they would go hang with them. And I mean, it's really nothing new for a teenage boy to be hanging out in the woods. I mean, it's just really, I don't find that like suspicious, especially if he's doing any kind of like bow hunting or arrowhead, you know, like, or not arrowhead, shooting arrows, like, or anything like that, where he would need to be out there, you know, away from people. I don't know. I don't know. I don't find it really suspicious. But if, I mean, if he was caught on Candace's, in her hollers, or on her property, or up against her windows or something along those lines, that would be different, you know? Yeah, Laura Lee, that's what I'm saying. I need some more info. I need to go back and rewatch. Um, oh, is she? Well, if you guys want to go watch her, you go right ahead, baby. We'll have to go watch it later. But yeah, I know Jodie Sue is friends with Tiffany Marie. So I know she was really, really upset when it first got brought out. I know that a lot of bigger creators have talked about it and have kind of like went over it. And I know that there's a lot of things that people don't want to be said. But what do you guys think about the lady who went on Ziggy's panel last night, Michelle? Oh, okay. I think AB and TM panels are the only ones she goes on now, but they support her. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I thought she only went on their panels. That's what I thought. So I don't care for TM's attitude, personality. I had to unsub. Well, you know what? That's the thing is sometimes you're gonna have people that you like, some people you don't like. I mean, there's people who don't like me just because my voice is shitty. There's people who don't like me because somebody else don't like me. Um, it is what it is. I mean, you can't please everybody. So, oh yeah, true crime watchdog, yeah. And I think Michelle After Dark is very respectful. I really like her. I think Chasing Truth is very respectful. I do want to go. You know what? Matter of fact, let's go over this real quick because I have the messages from I have the messages between um me and Kathy. I kept them personal because she asked me to keep them to myself. So I did. I out of respect for her, I did that. I didn't want to um go against my word. I didn't want to violate her privacy. I didn't want to speak out of turn. And I respected that. So now that she's went on a panel and she's already said everything that she said to me, I don't feel bad going over it because she's already went over it. Anything that let me see here. It's personal. I will not speak on or I will not say anything about it. But I just think that so when I found out, because the last time we had really talked, I messaged her. I was like, well, and not only that, my like your caps lock button was on, I guess. And so it looked like I was like yelling at her. I was like, oh my God, like, Kathy, fire those dogs up there with no food and water. Where's Candace? I was like, does Ernie even have permission to fucking be there? Like, 50 questions. What is going on? Why are they up there? Why are the dogs like that? I'm cracking myself up because I guess, I mean, she doesn't even know me like that. You know what I mean? So she doesn't know that I'm a weirdo. And I'm like going, 20 miles per minute here. But anyways, let me see here. So she types back the what's even funnier is she types back the same way. She was like, as far as I'm aware, she has people taking care of those animals, like just giving me, let me know. I was like, okay, So anyways, long story short, she said, I'm done. I said, I don't blame you. She's like, thanks. I said, thanks. So anyways, I heard that Don B had went and was like stalking her and like stalking her kid, driving up to this house, taking pictures and videos. Like, what are you doing, fucking weirdo? So anyways, I was like, so much for being done. Okay, so then I clicked. Bam, am I back yet? Am I on here? Okay. Boom, I was sitting here. I came back in and was talking shit to you guys. And then, boom, I got back off again. Booted myself back off again. I gotta stop holding the phone when I'm trying to smoke here. So anyways, let me light this back again. I didn't let it go out. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, I was gonna say when I welcome back. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. I had to take a little split second break there. I guess I just booted myself. But anyways, I was cracking myself up because I said so much for being done, because how is she supposed to be done when she's getting stalked and people are, you know what I mean? And then he comes on and he's all like, "Hey, Candace, does that porch look familiar? I feel like you've done a video or two on it." And then he fucking winks at her. What are you doing? Does anybody else think that's weird, or is it just me? Oh, microwave, you didn't know till now? No, girl, you need to go listen to it. Well, and I can say this, like I said, I definitely had permission. I can tell you that. I definitely had permission to speak for Candy Hair about the Jessica situation. I still have the recording that she made for me. I still have the messages, and even tonight, um, I have a message as well, because I'm not going to be made out to be any kind of liar or anything like that. I have no reason to come on here and say that kind of stupid shit or get it. Like I said, I've been talking to her for a long time and wouldn't have said anything had it not been for this situation. So yeah, I just didn't know, because I feel like he's acting like an investigator. Like he's acting like the police or something. I don't know. It's really odd to me. Why would you be doing that? How are people able to get close to CW if she would have been arrested about the negligence of those children? Yeah. Yep. Yep. I don't know. I mean, okay, so I've heard a lot of oh, thank you, Kate. I appreciate you coming in. Oh, you know what? Share your channel link. Kate, share your link. Drop your link in here for your channel so people can go sub to it. You just did the Johnny Depp live, right? It was really good too. So look how Jodie Sue mixes her pics to make it look like it happened recent, but it's from the past. Well, and what was the recording? This is what I want to know. What was the recording that she had her daughter? What was the recording that she had her daughter record or whatever? The boys haven't got justice either. If we can't get it for them, at least first, then that's a start. Here, I'm sorry, but I can absolutely understand it. I always just email anything to myself if I need it printed. Good night, Pecan. Did the FBI really call who? Jessica? I don't know. I didn't even ask, honestly. I'm like I said, I'm from this point on, I'm letting it go. So yeah, anybody go sub up to Kate's True Crime channel. She does really good. Go over there and check her out. Cappy just posted the link. You want to come up? Anybody else want to come up? The link should be pinned. You're welcome to come on up. Why is Jackie Dobbs coming out talking? I don't know. Isn't that odd to you? Because it's really odd to me. Very, very odd to me. But what's even odd though is, why did he shave all of his hair off? Did you guys hear that? Why did he do that? Let's see here. Jodie Sue stated on one of her short movies, she said she got plenty of SD cards with info. Well, and you know what else though? Didn't she say that they had trail cams? Didn't she say they had trail cams all over out there? So I don't know. I mean, I think it's very odd. I all I know is, what if, and I want you guys to think about this too. What if tomorrow someone comes forward or, they arrest someone that's in or involved with the disappearance of Summer Wells, what? So we're just gonna say, what if? And their parents have nothing to do with it, and the grandparents. I mean, what? All the ugly things that have been said can't be taken back. People telling her to kill herself, and how shitty would they feel if she were to ever do something like that? Because you know what I'm saying? She was pushed over the edge, and then come to find out a neighbor or a church member or a friend or family friend, or you know what I'm saying, somebody else did it, and it comes back and that they didn't know nothing about it. I mean, there's been some really, really, really nasty things said. Blue Eyes, maybe he can. The link's posted. If he ever wants to come on up, he's welcome to come on up. So yesterday, there was a woman that came up on Ziggy's panel, and her name was Michelle, and she stated that she worked at the Hawkins County Police Department or Sheriff's Department for 27 years, and that she worked with Sheriff Lawson. And Sheriff Lawson told her to ask YouTube why Candace didn't call 4 hours before. Why didn't she call 4 hours before she did? They said that, you think he was kidding? Let's see here. I really feel that CW was crying because she knew, i.e., the Cornbread Mafia is. Okay, so look, I will say, I know it sounds silly, but when they say like the hills have eyes, I really do believe that. I really do believe that they have, like, their cameras, their deer cams. They got, surveillances on their houses, or we would at least. I mean, there's people watching. I mean, there's people always watching, but if they were always watching, then how did this baby come up missing? But I did hear somebody say that, well, I believe it was Scott, but somebody said that baby's not going to be found until Beach Creek once they're found. So I don't know. It's very odd. But anyways, if anybody wants to click the link and come up, go ahead. If not, give me just a minute. I had to go let my dog out real quick. Okay. Rumor has it maybe the crazy dude, Green Eyes. What are you talking about? Crazy dude, Green Eyes. What you talking about, Willis? Fill me in, girl. So I think Michelle sounds like she's pretty credible. I mean, has anybody heard Candace's 911 call, the 911 call that she originally made? Has it been played, or has anybody seen it or heard it or anything? Like, has it been put out there yet? Or oh, baby, what's up?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. What you doing, baby?
Nothing much. I was just gonna. That's what I was gonna start off with. Was the Michelle lady. Of course, I'm jaded, so pretty much what I say doesn't really matter because I think everybody is like. But so, what's the get down on Michelle? Like, did it? Because I was
Well,
thinking,
she says, okay, here, you know what? Let me see if I can try to play the clip of her too. But while I'm doing that, I'll try to explain it to you
did
real fast. She says, at first she's like, I don't want to tell you where I'm from. And I think it's Benny and Ziggy up there. And and she's like, I don't want to tell you where I'm from. And Benny's like, well, normally when you say that, that means you're from Hawkins County. And she's like, oh hell, yeah, I am.
funny.
And she's like, Ziggy just kind of looks, and Benny's sitting there for a second. She's like, yeah, you know what? Hell with it. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you I worked for the police department for 27 years. she can't hold she can't hold a fucking secret. And if she tried, jeez, you know? So then she goes on to say that, her and Officer Sheriff Lawson, however you want to address him, you know, they're friends, there have been friends, and supposedly, he said they were talking back and forth, and he said something about, well, why don't you ask YouTube why Candace didn't report her daughter when she went missing in the afternoon or 4 hours before or something. 4 hours. I need to go play the clip so I can do it word for word. Hold on.
Okay. I don't know. That just sound. I don't know, dude. That sounds kind of crazy, right? I worked there for 27 years.
All right, I'm gonna find it on here real fast, and then I'm gonna play it for you guys. Let me see here. I'll just play that little piece. You know what I mean? So you can
Oh,
hear it. But I mean, I just feel like, why would he say that when he knows how bad YouTube is as it is?
what, the part about you're probably from Hawkins County?
What?
Which part? The part where he said you're probably from Hawkins County?
Well, yeah. I mean, oh, hold on. Hold on one second. I'm gonna fast forward to this little spot where she comes on. Hold on.
Okay.
You know I can't multitask. I forget what I'm talking about. I'll forget mid-sentence what I'm talking about.
I gotta mute for a second, but I'm listening. I'll be right back. I gotta put my headphones down for 1 second.
Okay, I'm trying to find it. I'm right here on it, you guys. So I'm trying to find the exact part. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, thank you, NorCal girl.
Okay, here goes.
If I tell you where I'm from, I'm afraid somebody will know who I am.
Don't do it then.
Ziggy knows where I'm
He
from.
said, "Don't do it then." How would they know who you are? Like, she said, "I'm well known around here."
I told you where I worked at. You might have. I talked. There for a while. I was talking to so many people. I talked.
So yeah, she says I already told you.
I'm from Hawkins County. Yeah, I can already hear it.
She said I'm from Hawkins County. So she says it right there. She's in Hawkins County. You know what I mean?
I'm sure you told me. Well, I mean, just anytime.
He said anytime anybody says they don't want to say where they're from Hawkins County. You know what I mean? So okay, so she goes on. Let me find the part where she goes on to say what the sheriff told her. You know, because I don't have permission to play Ziggy's whole live and all that, and I don't want to cause any issues, but I want to play this little part so y'all know what I'm talking about.
Right. No, I would think it wouldn't be a problem. You're just playing a little clip. You know what I mean?
Well, I worked. I'm gonna tell you where I worked at too, so everybody will know. Okay. We didn't. Police department. Yes, that's right. You worked at the sheriff's department. Sheriff's department for 27 years.
Okay, so there you go. She worked at the sheriff's department for 27 years. So she sounds like she's very credible. You know what I'm saying? That makes me feel like she is a credible person with credible information. You know what I'm saying? Like she's worked at the police station, but then again, I'm in the back of my mind like, you know what? She's retired, so what, you know, like I don't know. Let me finish playing her little part. Let me find her little part where she says this 4-hour gap. Because it's a big thing. So hold on.
Okay.
I'm sure you do.
Okay, so I think here, yeah. So Benny goes on to ask her, "You still got connections with Hawkins County?" And she responds with this.
Hello.
Yeah.
So you know the undercurrent of what's going on. I can't speak on it, but do you know more than the internet knows? No.
No. And she says no. He said, "Do you know more than the internet knows?" And she specifically says no. So I think she's only. I don't know if they like speak on this case a lot or if it's just one thing that she, you know, the one thing he's like turned around and said it like as a smartass. Well, she, you know, because I could see maybe a conversation going down like, you know, all these YouTubers are going to be here next month. And I could hear, you know, I could see maybe Lawson turning around and saying, well, ask those YouTubers since they know so much why she didn't call when her daughter went missing 4 hours prior or something. You know what I mean? Like, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it was maybe something said like as a smart ass. I don't know. Here, I'm going to finish playing it for you guys. I'm sure everybody's already heard it. You know what I mean? But I just want to play it for you guys. So if somebody comes back through the replay, they can listen too, or, you know, they can, and I'll put Ziggy's channel in the chat, or one of you guys can drop her channel link in the chat as well. So if anybody wants to go over there and watch it, they're welcome to go watch the live stream in full. I think it's just her, Benny, and Michelle on there, but I could be wrong. I didn't get a chance to watch all of it. So it was just this one part that I was concerned with.
So, okay. Good to know. That's good. The only thing the sheriff told me to ask you to was to find out where or what took her 4 hours to call the sheriff's department. 4 hours? Yeah. What? He said if you want to tell YouTube anything, ask them why it took 4 hours for her to call the sheriff's department. Oh my God.
So why did it take 4 hours for her to call the sheriff's department? So this woman who is worked at the jail or whatever, works at the sheriff's department for 27 years, obviously has built a reputation and a friendship with Lawson, enough that they probably do chat. She's saying, you know, the sheriff said to ask these YouTubers why she didn't call and report her child missing 4 hours prior. So what are your opinions on that? What do you think about that? Because that definitely changes the timeline. The call came in. The call came in at 6:31 and 6:31, I believe, and 6:32. I think Don called at 6:32 or something.
Yeah,
So around
it
6:30
changed
is when the
timeline.
call came in, and he's saying basically 4 hours prior to that would be 2:30, which is when they said they had dropped Hunter off at home.
Yeah, I don't know. I
I
don't know.
don't know either. It's very, very hard. That's what I'm saying. It's very hard to that changes like the whole timeline of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that definitely changes things up. So I don't know. It's very odd to me. It's very odd to me that he would even say anything like that when he knows how bad YouTube can get with calling the Humane Society and calling the police station and having a bunch of people call, and you know what I'm saying? He knows how crazy things can get. So
Right, and I don't know. Like, I feel like it's
yeah,
just
I don't know if
a
he said it like
bit
smart
worse.
assy to just be like just between him and her. She took it
Right?
like say something online, you know, and said something online by accident, or just said it because she wasn't thinking about it or anything. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. It's kind of like why would she want to jump in this? If I don't know, dude, it's so weird. We've seen people fake their deaths. We've seen people pretend to be FBI and law
Well,
enforcement.
I no, listen, I called to confirm to make sure because you already know. I'm like, oh no. She's saying she worked at no, they really do have a Michelle that worked there 27 years. That is, she's telling the truth. That she really did work there. Yeah, that's true.
But what I'm saying is, like, she could be someone else, you
Right.
know. I mean, but I still just think it's weird that she wanted to get in this. But I mean, she could be totally that person too. I'm just jaded, you know that. Like, it's there's so many fucking liars around these parts. You know what I mean? Like,
Ziggy also put out, hold on, let's see here, because I know there was a live stream today that I didn't even have a chance to watch because I was busy. And then, yeah, I didn't even have a chance. I mean, like I said, I get frustrated because, I don't support some of the things that Candace does, but that doesn't mean that I hate her as a person. And I don't think it's okay. And I don't think it's right what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And the things that people say to her and the shit that has been hurled her way. Okay, Ziggy also put out today that the boys saw Summer in the truck after getting home, but never got out. I think it was from that lady too. Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to go back and watch her live then because I figured I was gonna miss more stuff, but I didn't know. I didn't get a chance to even listen to all the stuff she had to say today. I just when I played that clip scene, she had another live. Like shit. I can't keep up. There's too much.
I know. It's like I feel like a lot of YouTube is slowing down because the seasons and stuff and lockdown's over. But this part of YouTube is not slowing down in the least, like at all.
Yeah, see, and that's another thing I was going to tell you. So another thing that kind of confirms her story is Leslie Earhart or whatever, the FBI, what is TBI? Okay, so she's with TBI, said in the first press conference that Summer was last seen early afternoon.
Oh.
So again, I don't know if anybody does anybody have the 911 calls? I think they have Don's 911 call. Do they have Candace's? Like, is there a place I can find it to listen to it?
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if they have Don's or Candace's out, but I'm sure they probably do. I mean, they have everything else. So, um, hold on, NorCal. Hold on. She said no. Michelle did not give Ziggy any more info than what she said last night. Ziggy was reading text from another source today. Okay, good. Thank you, NorCal. I appreciate that. Thank you for correcting it.
Hmm.
Okay, yes. The baby girl says yes. That's what's on WJHL. So, um, okay, the 911 call was at 6:30. See, I thought it was at 6:31. Okay, so no. Okay, so 911 calls have not been released. That's what I thought. That's what I didn't know if they had gotten to those or not. Like I didn't know if they were just put somewhere. You know what I mean? Like on a clip channel or something, or if they had not been released.
Can't you can't access all 911 calls, or can they put a gag on ones with open cases?
I have no idea. I just assumed that they probably had them. I mean, I was told that no, I was told no, they didn't. But I mean, you got to go off. You know, sometimes you can't go off everything you're told. You know what I mean?
NorCal says that the 911 call she heard, the only one she heard was the dispatch call, like after Candace or Dawn or whoever called in was dispatching to the officer.
Only
That's all.
okay. Oh yeah, so the only 911 call I've heard is the dispatcher call. Okay. No, Ellie is not releasing the 911 call. That's what I was told. I was told they're not going to release it. But then again, like I said, people like JLR has a chance. He gets a hold of everything.
That
So,
motherfucker.
you know, like I was gonna say he digs on all kinds of shit. So who knows? You know, like he's already like showing Damien's Facebook and putting all his information out there. Like
That guy
he's already on it. Like
no fucking end.
next thing you know, he's gonna be stalking Jodie Sue's house to try to get an interview with him.
I fucking knew it. Yes, of course he will. And you know, this fool, like, God, he's got such a punchable face. But I swear to God, like, he drives me crazy with all his fucking videos. Like, all of his video titles are phrased in a question. Like, why are you asking people questions in the motherfucking titles? Like, stop. So annoying. Swear to God. And then his buddy Bullhorn. Oh my God. Sometimes I forget those people exist, and then they come across my recommended, and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta watch. And I click on it and I watch. And then I get irritated.
Pissed off so many people when they did that shit. I'm telling you right now, they pissed off a lot of people. They really did.
Literally every channel was covering it in every community almost. Like, it was so fucking bad. It was horrible.
Oh wow! Did you know what? Did you see Tiff on Ernie's panel? Tiffany like cammed up on Ernie's panel, and
She's pretty.
did you see Tyler Durden came in and said the sweater is white?
No, I didn't. Oh, she's so pretty though. She looks so young.
Yeah, she really does. She really does.
So young. She's so pretty. But yeah, I know I saw that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I heard Ernie call her baby. I was like, oh.
He was like, "Give me some kisses."
Oh my fucking God, I didn't see that.
I'm like, no. Don't embarrass her like that.
This is from Earn Dog. Oh snap, Tiff. Oh
yeah,
snap.
I guess they're supposed to be meeting up together or something. I'm like, oh Lord.
Nice. Tiff gonna get her some Earn Dog.
He's going to scam. He's gonna scam. He's like, I heard you're independently wealthy. Come be my girlfriend.
No, bitch, you did not just say. Oh my God, I'm dead. Oh fucking I heard you're independently wealthy.
Hold on. And today they are broke up. What? Hold on. What's going on? No, stop it.
No, they were gonna be the next power couple of YouTube. God damn it, that can't be so. Say it ain't so. God damn it. So disappointed.
Oh hell.
Tiff dumped her.
We got breaking news. Tiff dumped Ern this morning.
No, dude. She did not dump Ern.
Oh my God, she dumped him on a live.
What?
Oh, burn.
Holy shit, bitch. How did it go down? Did she dog walk the fuck out of him, or like what happened? I gotta know this.
Yeah, like I didn't even, you know what? I ain't even watched no Skern dog shit today. Really, I haven't here. Why asked Ronnie Lawson, then asked for YouTuber help. That's their job. Is that okay? Their job. That's causing shit. Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. I know, girl. I hope somebody clipped it too. I don't have it. If somebody's got it and they want to send it, go ahead. We'll play it. I'll play it if I can, but can.
I know, right, Kimberly Rodman?
Maybe it was scripted. Maybe it was like just for show, you know?
I was
Because
just
like,
gonna
I know
say,
Earn Dog does things for show. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it was planned. Maybe it was planned first, and then she's like,
kind of like how he fell out of the chair while she was up on the panel.
"Oh my god!" You know what? Let's play
He
that.
did
Let's play
fall
that
out of that
clip.
fucking
Let me go.
chair.
Let's play that clip because
Oh,
they're just.
threw
It was
himself
her.
on the ground, dude.
It was Bernie, Lisa, and Tiffany up on panel, and Tiffany's like, "Yeah, I'm not Tiffany Marie," and all of a sudden, boom, scared.
It was like it almost looked like he got tasered or some shit. It fucking like he shook real fast.
Lisa's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, like what the
Like,
fuck did? Kind of like when he pretended that someone passed him a gun. He
Super
pretended like
Soldier,
stolen shit.
MK Super Soldier got him. Boom.
Bitch,
Tap that.
you fucking know it. You fucking know it, bitch. Oh my god, Queen. This is too much. That fool pretends a lot. Yes. So maybe it could have been a fake breakup. That fool get to pretending sometimes.
Okay. She was for sure not Tiffany Marie. I mean, FBI said, "Hey to everyone from the UK. What's up?" Okay, even that fake fall was horrible. He must have used MGL's acting coach. that fall was like that fall
so
was
bad.
definitely. Hold on, he's supposed to be ghost hunting or something instead of predator hunting. He went to hunt, could have been the hunting ghost.
Oh no. The predator hunting didn't go so well, so now ghost hunting. Alright then. Is it the same
Okay, I
team?
think I got it here. It's like 5 second. It's like a 5 second clip. Are you ready, guys? Let's try it.
Deborah, no, I am not Tiffany Marie.
No.
That was so fast. Did you guys even see it?
Who tased her and
That was so fast.
It's like and all of a sudden like he shakes like a taser hit him and then he throws himself on the ground, bitch. He's fucking.
But I mean, it's nonsense like that. It's just, I mean, it's nonsense like this. It's this whole thing right here is like, I mean, is like what people playing games. Like, why? You can't find an adult case to go play games with. Like, you can't find some adult. You know what I'm saying? To go play with in their. You know what I'm saying? To go ruin their case because why are you out here doing this?
I don't know. Like I feel like him throwing himself on the ground and pretending to fall is pretty harmless. Like it's not like lies or like scamming.
But I mean, he claims to be a super soldier, and then they'll pop this little blood cap.
Oh my fucking god!
Yes, he puts on a whole act. Okay, here we'll play it again real fast. Hold on.
Deborah, no, I am not Tiffany Marie. What the hell?
Oh my Did you see that? How he shook at the beginning? Like, what the fuck was that? I want
no, I'm not Tiffany and Marie. And then all of a sudden he's like, boom, his head like flies over.
One
Lisa's
more
like,
time. One more
what
time.
the hell?
Do it one more time, bitch. Do it one more time.
Okay.
Deborah, no, I am not Tiffany Marie. What the hell?
I
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my
I can
god.
try to slow it down. I mean, shit. I don't even know. I mean, I can try. I don't know. Let me see.
Malfunction.
Definitely said loop it. Let me try to slow it down. See, it's stuff like that. I mean, it's just like it's entertaining. I mean, it's he tased himself, girl, and makes me wonder like what the hell he's supposed to be. And then look, and then after like all three of them were on the panel or whatever talking and stuff, and all of a sudden, Ernie starts playing games like he's trying to flirt with both of them and shit. He starts like putting the mute button on Tiff, then he mutes Lisa, then he mutes Tiff, but Lisa gets pissed and goes upstairs to the hotel. She's in the same hotel, knocks on the fucking door.
What?
And Ernie opens the door. Boom! You see Lisa on his. You see Lisa right on his camera. So she was downstairs. They were in the same hotel, but she was downstairs and he was upstairs in the room.
Shit. I hope Tiff dog walked him for that shit.
That's why I think that's probably why she threw him to the curb today.
Good.
I bet you. You know what? I wonder if Tiffany's listening to us. I wonder if she's on here. I bet she probably is. She probably is. Let me text her and ask her does she want to come up here because I need to know about this.
You're pretty, Tiffany. Very pretty.
She got a lot of compliments. I will say that. I don't know how she. But
young looking, hella young looking. He was bragging about how popular he is, Lord Lee.
Oh yeah, he was.
Oh god, it's so fucking ridiculous. Oh god, I can't with that fool. I cannot. The what the hell is the best part actually yet? At all costs. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's oh yeah, at all costs.
At all costs. Oh god, my favorites are those Gangsters Paradise videos of him just walking like a super soldier or whatever the fuck he is.
You know who crafting with the lies and Nicolina, they both get his ass so like he gets caught up every time he speaks to them women. It's like there's certain women that he can talk to and just be like, Candace, you want to get spaghetti? You want to get spaghetti? And there's certain people where he's like, there's certain women that talk to him where he just sits down and knows his fucking place. You hear me?
Right.
And those two ladies right there, let me tell you something. Every time he gets on a panel with them, he starts getting like stuttered up and shit. Like he can't, you know what I'm saying? He knows it's about to go down. You know what I mean? Neither one of them are going to play his shit. They don't put up with it. They know his bullshit. They know his lies. They know his shit. They ain't going to let him slide.
I've noticed like when he pulls shit like that, like when he pulled the shit with the pretending that someone knocked on his door and gave him a gun when clearly he knocked on his own door and shit, or when he fell out of the chair. It's like usually when the panel's not giving him enough attention, he'll do something like that, you know, and like try to get all the attention back and shit.
Hey Lisa, what's up?
Hey, we must be talking about Ernie.
Hi,
Yeah,
Lisa.
Yeah.
He's ridiculous, girl. I swear.
Yeah.
I don't watch him, but I saw because TJ was on there, and
that's what we were just talking about. That Kat said she's very pretty.
Yeah.
Looks
and
very,
people are
very
like,
young.
oh, we wanna talk to the person that Candace is staying with, and I said, well, she's on a live. Go ask her.
Yeah. See, she. Wait. What?
Wait.
You said Candace is with Tiffany?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
They said that?
She's been
Or do
there.
you, or do you just know that?
I know that.
Oh,
oh.
okay. Wow.
I was gonna say you shocked me real quick because I thought you was
It's
uh
funny. I heard it at the same time as you, Queen. I'm like, wait a minute, say that again.
right. I was like, hold on, wait a second.
Wait.
Who said that? I thought it was a rumor that somebody started or something. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know you said it. I didn't know it was coming from you. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
God damn, this YouTube world just gets weirder and weirder.
Yeah. I didn't know she would because I didn't know and what did you see what Don did? Did you watch him?
Don B?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. How weird is that? Why is he going to her house and recording her house and her porch?
Oh,
What
I
in the
know.
hell?
Whose
That is
house?
And
that is
zooming in
weird.
and zooming in on her mailbox and everything. He's a stalker. He's just a fucking stalker.
Well, yeah, and you don't know. I mean, you don't know who's out here watching these videos and stuff. He's exposing her kid to that shit. Like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? That's not
He
cool at
thinks
all.
he thinks Candace is there, and he's been just after Kathy
So what?
now for a
That's what I want to.
while.
Okay, so what if she is there? What's he gonna do to her? That's kind of
I know.
scary. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna run up on her,
Trying
make her
to
speak to you, or what? What are you gonna do to
Well,
her?
he was trying to
Weird.
make Kathy come out and talk, which she did, but she doesn't know anything about the case because she hasn't talked about it with Candace. And um,
Oh.
Candace is just was using Kathy like she does everybody. And, now she's with
Well,
Tiffany.
I can tell you
So
this is everything.
I finally commented on Don's thing after watching him. Where's Candace? Where's Candace? Where's Candace today? I told him where she is. So I said, here, you can go drive around Georgia for a while now instead of stalking Kathy.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I mean that's still. I mean, even still, it's people like him. It's dangerous. I mean, it's dangerous for him
I
to. You know what I
know.
mean? To
Can
do
you
that
believe
shit,
that?
put it out on the internet like that. That's not cool at all,
She
man.
filed a police report against him.
Good. I hope she did. I really hope she did.
I said
Well,
she
that's what
needs to
I was
get a
like. That's why I sent
PPO.
her.
Hell, he gave her the videotaped evidence, didn't he?
Well, yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I said. I was like, so much for being done. Fuck you. I mean, now you got people following you, taking pictures of your house, videos of your house, put it on YouTube, saying, "Oh, I know where you're at, Candace," and then sending a wink. I got a clip of it. I'll play it right now.
I thought he was like a normal, incredible YouTuber too.
Here.
Don?
Looks familiar to me. Looks like Candace may have recorded a nighttime video from that porch at one point. Hey, done, Candace. Anyway, guys, I was just out there.
I know that just
Did you
makes
see
me
that?
sick.
And he just winked. How you doing, Candace? And he just
And
gave her a wink. Like, what is wrong with you?
Oh my
Yeah,
God. And he still has it on his channel too. Like, what a psycho.
I
What a
know.
weirdo.
Yeah, and I wasn't. I mean, I didn't. I only clipped it where her address and stuff wasn't shown. It was just a private property sign, and like the drive. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to. I didn't want to further like dox her or put any more information out that was personal to her. I didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically, where he just winks at her and he's like, "Where you? I know where you're at, Candace." That's scary. Because what if she is there? So what if she was sitting out there on the porch smoking a cigarette? What is he gonna do? Pull in the driveway and walk up there? What is he gonna do? Attack
I
her? Is
don't
he
know.
gonna try to get
Yeah,
an
I don't
interview
know.
from her?
I
What?
don't know. He's there with his telescopic lens across the street.
Yeah, he was doing that. It wasn't he? He was zooming straight in, like looking right in on their porch. Shit.
He's some super sleuth.
Jeez. Well, like I said, I some of the stuff that Kathy was talking about, she said the same thing to me. So I mean, I can't confirm that. She did say like as far as like Candace not, knowing what the food card thing was and like kind of just not really knowing like, Dawn being in control of the money and stuff like that. She did explain the same thing to me. So it was like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I will say that. I mean,
Oh yeah, she
everything that
doesn't.
was,
Yeah, she's never gotten any assistance or anything. Yeah, people have tried to help her fill out forms and stuff, but she isn't interested in it. So I think she doesn't understand that.
yeah, see, and I thought with
She,
all four boys that they would have had like a food card or a medical card, at least a medical card, you know what I mean, to help with all their
yeah,
stuff. But
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That's kind of, I mean, so, I mean, I know Dawn made good money, don't get me wrong, but without
Yeah,
her
he did.
working,
Well,
you
and she's
know,
been getting those stimulus checks and spending those like crazy.
well, I thought those were, they're still getting them. I thought that was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah. Didn't
So
they get,
that's probably gone then.
yeah, but that's what she was, yeah. And people said, oh, she was starving. I saw somebody today. Oh, she was selling summer while Don was in Utah because she didn't have any money. It said he was sending money home. Plus, she was getting 4 stimulus checks every month for the kids. Plus, where was she selling summer? Wisconsin? She wasn't even home at the time. She was traveling up north for 6 weeks.
Well, and I mean, there's like, just so much crazy shit. Well, and there was a thing too. There, a lot of it, I mean, most of it, the rest of them, I'm gonna keep to myself. But I do know for sure, I was told multiple times by multiple different people that Candace was not at the Up Church concert, none of that stuff. She's not like out enjoying herself. I mean, she went camping with Kathy that I was aware of, you know what I mean? That's from what I've known. But other than that, she's not like out like partying, hanging out like at these concerts and shit like that.
I don't know if she went to that concert or not. Somebody had a picture that they said was her at the concert. It did look like her, but I have no idea.
Yeah. See,
I don't know that. I don't know that for a fact, so I won't say. But that was after Candy left. That was right after Candy left. So I don't know.
well, see, and did you hear Jessica? She came up earlier. Did you hear her?
No, I didn't. She's been messaging me all day though. She
Oh,
wanted
well,
me to
yeah.
read a statement to PG's panel, but nobody wanted me to, so I didn't. I
Yeah, I
said
was gonna say
Jessica's
I
got
heard
something she wants me to read. Do you want to hear it? Everybody's like, no, hell no.
yes, yeah, I got a message too, and then I heard you saying something about it too. I was like, well, shit, she wanted you to, but then I got to give her credit because I said, I understand you want to give an apology and whatnot because I heard her saying that to you, and I got the message and stuff, so I knew she said she wanted to apologize and move forward, and I said I think it would be better if you came up and said it yourself and took accountability and stuff like that, and she did. She came up, she took accountability. She said she apologized for lying. She said she got caught up with it. You know what I mean? Got caught up in the moment, and then just she started lying, and she had to cover her lies. And like I said, we talked for a few, and she apologized to Candy as well. She apologized to anybody that wanted to accept her apology or whatever. And I told her, well, we can move forward from here. You know what I mean? I hope it's a lesson learned. And
Oh, she admitted that she lied?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh. She's
Oh
saying
yeah.
Pam Tate put her up to it. I don't know who Pam Tate is. I saw Pam Tate in somebody's chat saying that I was in PG's chat saying bad things about her. I'm like, no, I wasn't. I don't even know who that is. I don't know who that is. Somebody
Yeah.
said she's Pepsi Pam. I have no idea who that is.
I don't either. I didn't meet Pam until the day we were having the live, and she came up here on my panel. We couldn't get her up here because when she would click the link, the camera would like, like there's a thing that brings you into StreamYard. So
Yeah.
every time I brought her into StreamYard, the camera wasn't like hooked up. It wouldn't allow me to let her up on panel. Like I tried, but it wouldn't. There was no option to bring her up here. Like
Oh.
there wasn't a way to like add to StreamYard. Like how when you just came up, I was able to put you on panel.
Yeah.
There wasn't no way to. There was no way to get her camera. There was no option for it. It just said kick from
Oh, there
studio.
she is. There she's
Oh,
in
you
chat. I don't know who that is. I don't know who she is, but
yeah. See, I met her the day, like I said, the day that she came up here and we had a hard time getting her on panel. We finally got her up here, and she let me know that her and Jessica had been talking since she had came on my panel and on Daisy's and on PG's and on that other guy's, and I guess they had been talking for a little bit. And then they had talked about the wreck. Well, see, I'd already heard about the wreck because somebody else had came into the chat and said it. So Pam sent me the messages, and that's the day we had that live. And then right after that live, I got an email from Mike saying that basically it was just a whole big story and they lied to her. And I said, I'm not going to, at this point, I don't believe shit. I said, you know what? You want to come on here and explain yourselves with this bullshit? I'll send you a link. If you don't, then I won't. It is what it is. I didn't hear nothing back from him. I started talking tonight. She popped up, asked for the link. I dropped the link. She came up here and explained herself.
Did you see Benny and Dolly got drone? Well, somebody bought Dolly a drone, and I don't know where Benny must have got
I
his
heard
supporters
that, but
bought him one.
I didn't
So
see
anyway,
it.
somebody in PG's chat said they should fly the drones over Don B's house. It was so funny.
I mean, geez, he's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's intrusive. What are you doing? Like, and she's got a young daughter. That's what worries me, though. Shit. I
I
mean,
know.
an adult can handle it. You know what I'm saying? But a young child, they don't know what's going on. They don't know what YouTube's like we do. How scary would it be to have somebody walk up on you, start asking you questions about your mom's friend? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Next thing you know, you got your face is all over YouTube, plastered everywhere with interviews
I
and
know.
things
I
you
know.
said or things you didn't say or something she said wrong, or you know what I mean? God
Well,
forbid she
you
say
know,
something she
this
shouldn't
whole
say.
case, they've done nothing but drag innocent people that have nothing to do with this case, through the YouTube streets and hung them. And I mean,
Well,
I
I'm gonna
feel
straight up
sorry for
ask you
so
about
many
this.
people that are just, related or friends or, YouTube or Facebook friends or whatever. I mean, I have a lot of Facebook friends that I don't personally know. And
Well, I want to ask you about this. What do you think about the Jodie Sue, the dog stopping at her feet, and Cam and Allie having witnesses that her son was running through the woods or the
I know,
hollers? Like,
oh yeah,
what do you,
that that's true. Her son was running through the woods. I know who that is. I talked about that on panel back in March. That's not new. I mean, Pam and her husband, yeah, chased him through the woods. Um, and they're not the only ones that saw him. He was sneaking around more than just that one time. But then Candace and Jodie Sue both told her and her husband that he wasn't in the woods. You didn't see him. No, he was down at the end of the driveway. He was never in the woods. That's not what you saw. So why would they be worried about that? I mean, this is after Summer went missing, so I think it's pretty fishy that he's sneaking around and he's been seen by 5 people lurking around in the woods, and yet Jodie Sue's SD cards disappeared from all her trail cams too. Don't you think that's kind of coincidental?
yeah, I was gonna say. I thought she said there was trail cams all over. So I've heard her say, you idiots, there's trail cams. Don't you think? Don't you think we would know or something like that? So I know she had trail cams because she said she did. So
Yeah.
where's all the cameras? Where's all the pictures from that? I mean, that would.
She said they SD cards all disappeared. She said Don took them. Well, Don ain't out there with a screwdriver taking apart all of her trail cams and taking the SD cards. I
Well,
don't
no.
believe I don't believe that for a second.
No, that I don't believe that either at
Plus,
all.
Jodie Sue's hyper vigilant, so wouldn't
Well,
she notice that?
and I'm just gonna say this. I know, and I don't want to. I'm not. I don't want to compare cases, but take a look at Lily Peters' case and her cousin, someone that's closely related, somebody that what I'm saying. She goes over to his house and hangs out
Yeah,
and plays over there. They've known each other for years. You know what I'm saying? And then
yeah,
all of a sudden, look what he did to her. And then he, went covered her up in the woods, and then he went and helped the family. Went into the vigil or whatever was around looking for her. Supposedly went the next morning and supposedly, like moved her and covered her up better.
yeah.
So I mean, he's 14. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, and there was another case I was talking about where the neighbor across the street where the little girl went to go play, she wanted to go play, so she was going house to house. She took off, and her mom didn't even know she was gone. She went out to go play, and the neighbor boy was like, "Yeah, come on in," and she went in, and yeah, it got really bad. It got really, really bad. Long story short, he had a waterbed, and he shoved her underneath
Oh
of there.
yeah,
Like,
I
had
know
been
that.
watching.
Yep.
He had been stealing and watching his dad's PORN, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure you heard about it. Yeah, the little girl, and so the
Well,
mom couldn't. The smell was like awful. You know what I mean? And so she finally looked, and found stuff leaking from the waterbed. Found this little girl, and thank God she went running outside, freaking out. The police were like, "Oh my God," you know what I mean? Then went over there, but you got to think this kid also helped look for her, was there at the visual, helped the family, consoled the family. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
What the hell? Like, you know what I mean? It bothers me so much that these
they
other
do.
cases,
Yeah.
there's similar, circumstances. And I know that she's upset because any mama bear would be upset. You're talking about their child. I understand she's angry and she doesn't want people saying things about her son. I get
I
it.
think I think it's not so much her son is that, she's had her own narrative that she's been putting forth this whole entire time. That's different from everyone else's. She's been trying to lead us a certain direction and, is still 10 or 11 months later coming up with these new bits of information. And all of a sudden, it kind of blew up. And now she's not in control of it anymore. Now it got away from her. So I think that's part of why she's kind of panicking. She's not controlling it anymore.
Yeah, she's extremely upset. I know that.
Yeah, I don't know. We were just having it out on PG's panel because PG thinks Jodie Sue's a good mom, and the rest of us didn't agree with that. I mean, I don't think she's a good mom. I'm sorry. Maybe you don't agree with me, but
Well, I mean, I honestly, I can't really speak on her because I don't know. I don't really know how she mothers her kids. I know that she just recently put out a recording with her daughter who's underage,
yeah.
and I don't think that was a very good idea at all.
Well, she had him in a drug house, so I don't think that's a good mom. I mean, I, I don't think she put him in a good situation. I don't like moms that made bad choices and put their kids in danger. I don't know. I'm looking at the chat.
Sorry, I was letting the dog back in. I had put him out a little bit ago. I'm sorry. But I mean, well, and I can understand. I can see that. But what about I mean, people can change. They redeem themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's shady. Just my opinion. I mean, look at from the beginning. Look at right at the very beginning when she swore that the Wells were such good parents and loved and cherished Summer and took such good care of her and they would never ever do anything to harm Summer and um she sure changed. I mean, that was right after Summer went missing. So I mean, she'd heard the scream and the whole thing and knew everything she knew then and thought that. So, you know, she's kind of evolved from there and done a 180.
Well, and I thought the animalistic scream when they come on there and say that. What kind of shit is an animalistic scream?
I don't know.
What I mean, a 5-year-old child isn't going to make an animalistic scream unless there's something severe happening. You know what I'm saying? And nothing like that was up. You know what I mean? That's odd to me. Very odd to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, if you heard something like that and thought someone was in pain or something, especially when there's three of you, wouldn't you run down to investigate it? I mean, it's your neighbor, right? So,
Well,
um,
yeah, and I mean, I know that the rumor has it that that her and her husband used to sell stuff, and I mean, I don't want to say it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it
oh
on
yeah,
here or whatever, but you know.
Well, it's public record.
Oh yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I know that that was a rumor going around or whatever. You know, that was something that was said early on. So that
Yeah.
her and Candace were friends because her
Yep.
and Candace and Andy were friends because of that.
Yep.
Now I just thought it was like the neighbors because, you know, you party with your neighbors. I mean, you know, drink, sit around the fire, you know, that kind of thing. But I mean, um, I'm thinking they probably didn't really do that. So, no, you know,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah. And a normal person would say like curdling or piercing scream. Animalistic is a very strange way to describe something. And then another thing that kind of threw me off was not letting them search the property. Why didn't she let why didn't she let them search the property? I don't understand why she wouldn't. And the dog stopping at her feet. I didn't even know about that until recently.
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard people comment on that, but I don't know where that came from.
So yeah, so I was gonna say I don't know if that's like I know the cops like they pretty much discredited her scream theory thing that she's come out with, her story, you know, her scream story. They basically said that's not.
Well, and Chris McDonough said it doesn't fit the timeline either. What time did she say they heard the scream? I
Well,
don't.
and that, you know what? Here, that brings me back to this. Were you watching Ziggy last night?
No, sorry.
Okay. Well, I played a little clip out of it, but there was a lady on there named Michelle. She worked.
Oh, that works
Sorry.
for the Michelle Bean. Yeah,
Did you hear about it then?
yeah,
Okay, so yeah, she was on panel and she said that basically Sheriff Lawson told her to ask the YouTubers why Candace didn't call, um, 4 hours prior.
right,
Why'd she wait 4 hours to call?
right.
What do you think about that? Because it
Well,
goes back
yeah,
to Leslie's comment that with TVI, she said early afternoon. So early afternoon's like 2 or 3 o'clock, right?
early afternoon. The time they're saying they're referring back to is the last time that someone other than the family saw Summer, which is when they dropped Hunter off at 2:30. So that's what they're saying from 2:30 until she called at 6:30. So that's 4 hours.
Okay, so
That's the
basically he's
time that
insinuating
is
why
in
didn't you call when
right.
4 hours ago? So he's thinking something happened after they dropped Hunter off.
That's yes. Yes.
Because I mean that's what I'm getting.
Yep.
Hold on. You should go listen to Cam and Alley the other night. I didn't. Yeah, see, I only got a chance to watch little bits and pieces. I didn't get a chance to watch all of it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. You should listen to Cam and Alley the other night. There was a woman who worked with search dogs, and she was eye opening.
4:30 scream. 4:30 Candace left the driveway. Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Oh,
just right.
4:30
I
extreme.
tried to pin down times, and I had someone go to Sonic. Actually, two of my friends went to Sonic and talked to the manager. They were there at 2 o'clock. They do remember Summer. She was there. I said, did they get food? I wanted to know that because that's a big thing. Oh, they didn't feed them all day. They did not get any food. They just got slushes. It was buy one, get one half off or something, slush that day. And so then she said, when you come out, you cannot make a left turn. You have to turn right. And then the dam is right there, parking lot. So they would have turned around there and then gone across the street to Priceless, got the milk. So if they were at Sonic at 2 and then stopped to pick up the milk, they would have had to grab the milk and run to get Hunter home by 2:30, I would think.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out when they did all this stuff. So she went to pick up Hunter
Well, okay,
while
so
Candy
they
was
left early.
while Candy was at the hospital, and then they went swimming at 12:21. She posted the swimming video at 12:34. Then they went to pick up Candy at the hospital. They dropped the prescription off at Walgreens at 1 o'clock. They picked the prescription up at Walgreens at 1:33. Then they went to Sonic at 2:00, and dropped Hunter off at 2:30. So you got to, where does everything else fit in? Where does the hippie house fit in? When did they do these other things? I don't know. But those are the times I could pin down. So everything else is kind of up in the air.
We'll see, and that's okay. So, and then somebody said something about what time was Hunter's doctor's appointment that day?
I think True said it was at 3, but he was late. That came from True, so I don't know. I don't know how true that is.
Hold on here. Well, we need to see proof that woman was at sheriff department for 27 years. I don't trust anyone who talks to Ziggy and Sleazy. If they lie,
Oh,
they're
she was. I've seen screenshots. They just recently gave her. There's a picture of her getting retiring with 27 years in the sheriff's department. Her name is Michelle Bean. There's a lot of pictures going around of her.
I was gonna say, yeah, she.
That's
I did.
true, but yeah, you don't.
I don't know about the comment the sheriff made. It is true that she's worked there 27 years.
Yeah.
She is telling the truth about that.
I don't think he actually meant. You don't know what the context was, and I don't think he meant for YouTube to do any detective work for him. I think he meant that those are the questions that the YouTubers need to be asking instead of what they're asking.
Right.
They need to be focusing on those 4 hours and what happened in those 4 hours.
Now, see, I did see something about. Okay, wait. So they went. What time did they leave the house that morning? Do you know?
They left the house at 8:00. Don left at 7:30 for work. And then Candace, Candy, and Summer were seen by the tree trimmers leaving at 8. They got to the hospital at 8:30 and dropped Candy off. Then they sat outside and texted Hunter for a while, then called him, and then went to pick him up.
See, yeah, and this is another good one. I think we need to be asking why it took 8 days for roadblocks to be 7. This is another thing that really pissed me off. Hold on a second. It took them 8 days to do a search, like roadblocks and setups. I mean,
oh no,
really?
They were searching right away. They were there that night and searched that night and all night.
That's what. Okay, so I thought they were there, but wait, truth hurts. Wait. What do you mean, like roadblocks, like setting up and searching cars and stuff? Is that what you mean by like the roadblocks? Oh, Maggie May said, hold on, I missed how Lisa knows where Candace is. Did Tiffany tell you that?
I know people that talk to Candace.
Hold on, Truth Hurt said yes, 8 days till a roadblock was set up. So I think they should have then set a roadblock up that day, the very first day. You know?
I don't know anything about the roadblocks, but I mean they didn't think she was taken by car. Originally they thought she wandered off. So that's what they were focusing on. So there's no reason to set up a roadblock at that point.
If that's what they're focused on, I guess, yeah. But I mean, just out of precautionary, they could have set it up just to check,
I wonder when they saw the footprint, because I read where they thought when they found the footprint, they thought that someone had seen all the commotion and brought her back, and she was walking back to the house, and that's why they kind of funneled towards the house at that point. I hadn't seen that until recently.
Well,
but I wonder when did they see that footprint, and why is there only 2 footprints so far apart? I mean, that doesn't make sense to me. The footprint thing never made sense to me, really.
Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of.
Could y'all differentiate between Candace Jr. and Senior? Candy is grandma, and Candace is Summer's mother.
Right.
Candace Jean is the third.
Right. Oh, somebody asked you in here. I think it's Kimberly Roddy mom. Okay, can y'all differentiate? Yeah, there we go.
Candy
is
the grandma.
Candy is the grandma. I say Candy for grandma and Candace for Candace.
Yes.
Did Candace talk to the police immediately?
I heard
Yeah.
she did not talk to the police immediately. She hid in the house and was scared.
I thought she called him on the phone. Didn't they both call at 6:30? They both call and talk to the police?
Called, and this is allegedly my opinion only. I heard that the middle boy is the one who called. He's
Well,
the
yeah,
one that
we
had.
don't. The calls haven't been released, so
No, I
nobody knows.
know. But
Okay,
that's
I already
why
asked.
I think the age was wrong. Some of the information was wrong. I heard that he was the one that originally called, but I don't know. And yeah, they haven't released those calls, so we don't know, do we? But yeah, Don called, Candace called, and Jodie Sue claimed that she called too. I don't know.
Yeah, because I thought one of them called at 6:31 and one of them called like 6:32 or something. I do know that somebody asked why she had two phones. Why was she calling on one phone and there was another phone sitting on the back of the tailgate or something? I don't know.
She had 3 phones, and Don had 2, I believe.
Yeah, see, this is
And
another. See, I've heard 3 different things. Now I've heard she had her phone. Then I heard she had 2 phones, one on the back of the truck, one she was using, and then because one had signal and one worked and one didn't. And then
Yeah,
now I'm
Candy
hearing
had
now
a
this is the third story. I'm hearing 3 phones now.
yeah, and you know, I don't think a lot of people know this, but let's add this into the mix because I know this is a fact, but I'm not going to say how I know. But she, Candace, signed on to Don's Facebook a lot and posted as Don. So that kind of confuses things.
Well, yeah, but didn't they pinpoint the location of Don's phone? Like, didn't they know he was? Didn't he call when he called 911? Didn't it pick up a different police station because he was in a
Yeah.
different place?
Well, I don't know if I said this on PGs. I'm probably going to take a lot of slack for that here, but
Well, I mean, I'm just asking questions. I mean, your opinion, your stuff is you know what I mean? I'm just asking questions. Like,
two people that were at the Wells house a lot and were helping with the remodeling and, knew the daily goings on there for weeks and a couple, 3 months at a time, said that law enforcement told Candace that they had cleared Don and that they were looking at her timeline now. So I don't know. Don had the Starlink pings that he said cleared him. So, I mean, they pretty much know where Don was.
I have to say it was, I've heard when Don got drunk, he said, I got 9 alibis and you ain't got none, or I got 7 alibis, you ain't got none.
Those were the 7 Starlink pings, and that's after they got that GPS back. So they knew where Don was because he had the Subaru. And he'd been driving the Subaru. He didn't just drive it that day. He'd driven it for like a week because Candace always took Candy's truck. So.
Well, and they said I've heard multiple people say she left the driveway twice that day.
I did hear that. She said that, yeah. She told someone that law enforcement said they had her leaving the driveway twice. But does that mean in the morning at 8 and then, later on? Did she leave? I mean, what 2 times? We don't know that. We don't know what the 2 times were. Are they counting the first time? Or are they saying she left twice, during those 4 hours? We don't know that. Yeah, Starlink. Candace thought Starlink was his girlfriend. That's when she started hitting the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say shit, but you know what though? Molly Golightly was she was her and the whoever her little group of girls. Yeah. They were all calling and fucking with her, and I'm sure it probably played mind games with Candace. You know what I'm saying? Because look how they're like, they look how they are. You know what I'm saying? They're way different than her. And I'm sure, you know, she's already going through a lot as it is. I'm sure she was very insecure that he was talking to all these women. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I know people that talked to Don on the phone said that Candace was always in the background, yelling and screaming at him, wanting to know who he was talking about, just just berating him. She just always had to be in control of everything he did,
Don't break the
everybody he
fucking
talked to,
door.
everything.
Well, and
Like,
I'll never
hi,
forget when she
Alicia.
told, I'll never forget when when Candace told Molly to go suck some more dick. I'm like, oh my God. She was pissed. And you know what? Like I said, I can't blame her. I would be pissed too. Why are they, you know, they all wanted to meet up with him. They all wanted to go have drinks with him. They wanted to go have dinner with him. They wanted to do this. They wanted to do that. You know what I mean? I'm sure she probably was extremely upset. I would be upset too.
Yeah.
I mean, they were constantly fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? They constantly. And he was drunk, eating up that shit. You know, when they get into fights, I'm sure he was probably like, well, you know, I got all these people calling me. I'll just go. You know what I mean? I can already hear it now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They definitely pushed each other's buttons, but
Oh, hell yeah, they
I
did.
mean,
And
Candace
I
is
mean,
the violent one, not
shit,
Don.
you add that alcohol on top of it. Lord, look out. You know, I mean, it's like a bomb going off when they start drinking together. You know, it's
I
like they
don't know.
both.
Yeah, I don't know if Don had affairs or not. I think he admitted that he did once, didn't he? He admitted he
Yeah, he
cheated
did.
on her.
Yeah, he did say that. Well, he said it on a panel, I believe so. You know what I mean? But he said a lot. Now, I do want to touch on this. I know, and I don't know what your opinion is, but my opinion only up here, I'm just going to state this now, is Chris gets on my nerves. McDonough, he
Oh yeah.
really rides my fucking nerve. And let me tell you
Ah,
something
yeah.
else about this. This 40-year-old case isn't going to go anywhere.
No, and I keep saying that. And I made a post about that the other day. I said, do we really believe, and we only have Chris McDonough's word for this, and he has an interest in keeping this going, that law enforcement in Utah has spent 10 or 11 months on a 40-year-old juvenile SA case that, even if they could press charges, would likely result in probation. And all these 10 months, wouldn't their time have been better spent on actual child abuse and, SA cases going on now? I mean,
Well,
I
yeah, they
can't
got to be. I mean, these resources they have. I mean, I'm sure
I
they're not.
can't believe that they've wasted all this time on that. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Well,
And
I don't either. And another
they
thing that
can't press charges.
he was very deceptive the other day when he did that live, and he was like, "Oh, brand new phone call from Don Wells, brand new phone call, brand new alert, brand new." And then the lady's like, "Well, when is this? When is this phone call?" And he's like, "From 10 months ago."
Yeah.
Are you serious? Brand new
Oh
phone
yeah.
call from 10 months ago? Are you
He's
kidding me? And
bringing up
then
all
he'll
this
probably
crap.
milk it. He's gonna play it another 15 times and go over it and go over it and go over it.
Well, you know, here's what I heard and what I know. Trish used to post on Facebook in groups quite often. And she posted that when they first went to the cops and reported this at the beginning, when someone went missing, that they were told the statute of limitations was 4 years. It had long expired and they were not able to press charges. So Chris apparently wanted to write a book with Jeannie. And so he made him go back and file a report. So he's been pushing this. Well, then it came out that Jeannie had slept with her 12-year-old cousin. And then, I heard that Jeannie's no longer talking to Chris McDonough because of that. But, and Trish came on and she posted that was all true, but that it was consensual. He wasn't a victim because it was consensual. So I
Wow.
think Chris
There's
just,
so much. And you know what? This case and another thing though is um like there's been a lot of stuff that doesn't have anything to do with like some are missing, but a lot of people have like got into things that don't. You know what I mean? And I feel like he opened the door for that when he went, like, I feel like he opened the door for that when he went in and showed, like, he acted like their friend, acted like he was good, friends with everybody, and then used them videos and played them and played them and played them and played them,
Yes.
I just,
Yeah. And he didn't seem to actually do any probing questions or anything. He just lets them talk. And now he's just replaying those interviews over and over and over, reanalyzing. He's milking them
yeah.
to death. And he's, got stuff hasn't released yet, I think, that he just needs to keep the momentum going, I think. I don't know. When viewership
Well, yeah,
drops, he has to come out with something new. Wait,
and
somebody
like I
asked if
said, I don't,
CPS was involved before Summer went missing. Yes, they were. They had an open CPS case on Summer only, not on the boys. They went through the house. They made suggestions. They said that the two older boys could not sleep in the same room with Summer. So they moved them upstairs. That's a typical CPS thing when you're a certain age. Children in different sexes have to be separated. They also
right.
made Don build a partition wall around the toilet, and he did that. And then he made all
I couldn't figure. I was like, wow, you know a lot of information. Like where, and I was like, oh my god, you know a whole lot of this
well,
information.
those are the only two things I know for sure. But they made a list of things that changes that they wanted the Wells
Right.
to make, and they did. Don did all those things. So I don't think they were hiding from CPS. I don't know why they would, because they did everything CPS asked them to. So I don't think that's the reason Summer disappeared. It's because they were hiding her from CPS.
Yeah, see, and I've heard that too. I don't think that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And they definitely weren't coming to take the kids. They only had an open case on Summer, and they don't call you up and let you know when they're going to come and take your kid.
We'll see, and I mean that's the thing. I just feel like I don't know. I go back and forth, and I'm like, if we do ever find out that something did happen to her, and heaven forbid it was somebody else outside, how do you take back all the hurtful, hateful things that have been done and said?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the children were not in a good environment, an ideal environment by any
Right.
means.
Right.
But a lot of kids live in worse situations. I mean, CPS is
True.
DCS. I should say it's CPS here, but DCS there. They're always trying to keep the family together. I mean, those kids love their parents.
Yeah, they do.
Because they're their
They really do.
their parents. And you could see how Summer just adored Don. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I was looking through the pictures and stuff, and I'm like, well, and I mean, some of them
oh,
they do look,
they
they
did a
do look
ton
like
with those
they,
kids. They did so much with them and took so many pictures of them. It's not like,
yeah, they were always doing something. Like they were very active. They were like,
oh yeah,
always doing something with them. Like it seemed like
well, a
they
lot of stuff
were
outdoors, things that didn't cost money. Fishing, camping.
right, but I mean that was fun to them. That was what they
Yeah.
liked
Oh
doing
yeah.
that. Like we liked
Oh
doing
yeah.
that. We grew up doing the same thing. We loved it. We were barefoot. We were dirty as hell. We were having the blast. We were having the time of our lives. Fishing and hanging out and making s'mores on the campfire and hot dogs and hanging out. You know what I mean? Like when my brothers
Oh,
we would
we
get up
never
early
wore
and go hunting.
shoes. People keep saying, "No, she needs to have shoes." That's child abuse. She doesn't have shoes. She could cut her feet. I'm like, we could run over rocks. Our feet were so tough. I don't remember ever wearing shoes ever outside.
Yeah, I was gonna say we used to run around with our barefoot and
Now, some
you
is
know what I
saying the
mean.
pictures they looked well taken care of and happy. And then there's a noticeable decline in the house and the children. And I'm trying to pin that down. I've got somebody looking into that right now. But Candace did have surgery on her hip. And so I think that had something to do with it. And that picture of her.
Well, I'll tell you what. When Maya had surgery on her hip, there ain't no way she could have taken care of 4
Well,
kids. like
that picture of her in that red hoodie where she's smoking and she looks zoned out and she drops the ash on her shoulder and rubs it off there, you could tell she's high as a kite. Somebody said she'd just gotten out of just had surgery and was on the painkillers from that. So
Oh, well, then, yeah, they probably messed. You know what I mean? I mean, if she had just gotten out of the
I don't know if
hospital,
that. Yeah, I'm looking into that. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. But something happened there, because you can tell Summer used to be dressed really cute, hair combed, cute as a button. You know, and then I don't know, something happened. You know,
well, yeah,
before
and I
she
mean
went missing.
the haircutting thing. I mean, I know she loved Robin. You can tell in the videos from church she loved Robin.
Yeah,
You know, she would jump
yes,
all
she
over
did.
her. She really liked her. You know what I mean? I think it was just like she was really, you know what I mean? A woman figure. She was really sweet too. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
and she wasn't really close to Candace, as close as she was to Don. So yeah, a mother figure. I can see that. Yeah.
Well,
Yes,
yeah. I mean, that's just
Don and
like
Candace
another.
are married. Maggie's asking, are Don and Candace married? Yes, they are. They got married in 2006. Right?
Hmm.
No, wait. No, 2016. Don divorced Pam in 2014 and married Candace in 2016.
Well, and okay, so hold on. There's this Green Eyes, and somebody said something about the Jackie Dobbs's dog is named Green Eyes or something, and he's like talking to Jodie Sue. What is going on there? What is going on with all that?
No. It's Green Eyes in chat, because if he is, I'm going to leave. Oh.
No, he's not. I'm just saying they were talking about it. That you know what I
No, I'm
mean?
not going to mess with that or mention him. I don't want to bring that hell down on myself. Thank you. He's already torturing a friend of mine. So,
Oh, okay. Well, I don't even know. I have no idea who he even is. So,
no, I wouldn't even mention his name. He's like
okay.
he's a human, a Ouija board. You just don't want to go there.
Well, okay. I mean, that's fine. So hold
I
on though.
thought you said they weren't married before. No,
Well, and that's what I was gonna say. You said they got married in 2006.
no, 2016. He divorced
Oh,
Pam in 2014 and married Candace in 2016. That was part of,
okay.
I think this is kind of out there now, so I'll go ahead and say it. That was part of him being able to inherit the land, was that he had to get married. That was in Karen's will.
Wow. So yeah, that I was gonna say, and that was his mother's house up on the hill, right?
Yes.
And she left it to him and the land to him.
Yes.
See,
She put it in Clyda's name so that she could get medical help, assistance when she had cancer. And then in her will, she had certain conditions that Don had to fulfill. And supposedly she made a conditional will, and could never sell that land and could never borrow on it. Now, I don't know. She had a good lawyer. Karen did. And so yeah, Don got the land. Apparently, someone recently said that someone was wondering what would happen because Don had to get married to get the land. If he got divorced, would he lose it? No. I don't think they're not that legally savvy there, I don't think. Yeah, Candace has no legal right to the land because Tennessee law specifically excludes inheritance from community property. So Candace is not on the deed, and she has no claim to it if they split up. So
Well, see, and I didn't know that either. I figured because they were married that she
No.
had, I mean, she had just as much control
No.
over it as he did.
No, she does not have any claim on it at all. I'm not sure she realizes that. I don't think she does.
Well, I mean, I honestly, I thought she. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I thought she did. So maybe she, maybe a lot. I think a lot of people do actually because we've never seen or heard anything different. You know what I mean? Sorry, I had the hiccups. We've never heard or seen anything different. So
No, that's Tennessee law. That's public record. You can look that up. Did Don's mom inherit the land too? No, Don's mom bought it. Don's mom and stepdad bought that land from C.J. Morlock Farm.
see, that
And
was another
actually,
thing I was
that's
going to
when
ask you. Was that has it been in the property?
Jackie Dobbs bought his piece of property from C.J. Morlock Estate because he's now dead. C.J.'s daughter showed up and signed the paper. She's the what do you call it? Executor of his estate.
Yeah, see, and I need to go. I need to go back and watch Cam and Allie's live and find out what they're. Listen to the lady that did what they say, the dogs, the search dogs or whatever.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
guess
no, I
she
did.
came on and was talking about like how they use the dogs to search and stuff, and because the dogs stopped, they said at Jodie Sue's feet. When I just thought it was really odd that she wouldn't let him search. The dog stopped at her feet. The whole her son running through the hollers, people, you know what I mean? People actually seeing him do this, like it's catching him.
They said the dog stopped at the road. So was Jodie Sue standing in the road when the dog stopped? I don't think they necessarily stopped at her feet because
Well, see,
I
and
mean,
that's what I'm wondering because
is
that's
she in the same place she was when yeah, that doesn't make sense. No.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like they were like, oh, the dog stopped right at Jodie Sue's feet.
Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with Jodie Sue's feet though. I think
No,
they
just like her saying like like that would be they stopped at her, when she was at the end of the driveway is what I'm getting from it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
I mean,
know
I don't
either.
know if she had summer scent on her and that's why they stopped and they smelled because they smelled summer scent on her, or if they just stopped because
Well,
the
they're
officer
following a
stopped to talk to her.
scent, so they followed the trail supposedly. But when was that trail made? Is
Yeah, that's another
and
that's
when were
another
those
thing too.
and when were the footprints made? So does that have anything to do with Summer going missing? I don't know.
Well, and they said, and honestly, at first I thought, like you can get lost in the woods easy as hell, but a lot of people said that she, including Candace, that she didn't wander off, that she doesn't wander around, she doesn't wander off, is what she said. She would
Well,
never go.
yeah, I'm not sure
But I
she
mean,
would
we used
either.
to do the same shit. We used to wander off and do the same shit. I mean, we've been lost out there before because we'd get turned around and didn't know where we were.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she did or not. And I don't know if we have anybody that we can believe about that. Yeah,
Right.
Jackie Dobbs, I and Chris Marcos are two people I know were cleared in this investigation. Even if Ellie won't come out and say that, yeah. So Alessia, yes, I agree with you. Dobbs and
Well,
Marcos
and
are
didn't you think it
cleared.
was odd that Andrew came out? Allie and Andrew were like saying all kinds of weird shit on his live. Didn't you think it was really odd for him to come out and say all the weird shit he did?
Andrew?
Yeah.
I never watched his live. He's creepy. Yeah. And he wasn't involved in anybody's life until I mean he wasn't involved in Hunter's life, right? Is what Ellie said.
But I was gonna say that's what Allie said. So
So what does he
why
know?
now? Why are you doing this now? But listen, that makes me wonder because wasn't Allie staying there when Andrew and Jose and all them came down there?
Yeah, I don't know.
They all took a big van or something and drove down there, like
Yeah, they
14
brought a
of
U-Haul. There's a
a
picture of
U-Haul.
Summer
Yeah,
sitting on the bumper of the U-Haul at the storage place.
yeah.
Um,
So you know what I mean? Who are the okay? So we have Andrew and Jose. Now who's the other 12 people?
I know who they are, but
Oh,
I'm not
okay,
sure I could
well,
remember.
you
I'd have
don't
to
know.
look. It
I
was,
was gonna say don't say names and stuff up here. It's
no, it
okay. I
was
don't want to talk to you.
other, a lot of it was children and um, wives and girlfriends and children. And
Jeez, that. So why I want to why did they all come down there for what was their purpose of all coming down
I
there?
don't know. That's in dispute, isn't it? Some people think it was a
Yeah,
drug
because it makes
deal.
me wonder.
Some
Like
people think they were gonna buy a house in Kingsport. There was a house for sale in Kingsport. I did see pictures of it, and that was kind of a fishy deal at the time, but no one connected it with Andrew at the time. But then he said they were going to buy a house later. I'd have to look. It was a fishy deal because the house was just crap and nobody could believe anybody would buy it. So I don't know. Did they come down and see that and then back out? I don't know what the deal was. However, that was at the time, wasn't it, when Allie and the kids were staying at, um, had to stay with Candace because of Sherry's child abuse charges, right? She couldn't be around children.
yeah, see, that's something else I really don't know much about. I don't really know much about Sherry's abuse charges. I mean, I've heard about it, but I didn't really know much about it. You know,
She got abuse and neglect of a child under 8.
and that was
And
on Allie's daughter, right? Or
no,
Allie's.
that was on her other daughter's kids that she had custody of.
Oh, gotcha.
So then she could not be around children. So then Allie and the kids had to move in with Candace. Um, but then she just had her court date. What's today? She had her court date, I think, at the end of last month, and or the beginning of this month, and she got pretrial diversion. So, which is, um, you have to stay out of trouble for a certain amount of time, and then the charge is dismissed. So, Allie's family went to Wisconsin with Candace in 2020. I thought Allie went with them, but she didn't. Candace was just tagging Allie. Allie actually stayed and fed the dogs. Allie and Jodie Sue, I believe, took turns feeding the dogs while they were gone. Am I alone?
No, yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here. No, I was just reading a message.
Oh. Yeah,
Uh,
Jodie Sue blocked me a long time ago on Facebook.
yeah, I was gonna say I haven't really I mean I did tell her I was gonna, talk about some stuff or whatever, or bring it up. She's welcome to come over here and talk or whatever. She wants to defend herself or talk about whatever, or jump in the conversation, she's welcome to. I'll be more than fair. You know what I mean? I don't want her to think she can't come over here and defend her son or, say whatever she wants to say. That's. So she, I guess, I guess she was on AB's panel tonight talking about what's going on with her son, I think. I'm not too sure. Somebody came in the chat and said it. Something about a true crime watchdog, I think is his new channel.
Oh, that's
Or,
AB. Yeah.
yeah. So she's, okay. So yeah, she's over there talking about, the situation now, and because Cam and Allie did the stream and had the two witnesses saying that they had caught him going through the yards and stuff.
Somebody in PG's chat tonight said that her husband or brother works for the sheriff's department in a neighboring county, and they had called them to come search for a dead body behind McDonald's in Kingsport. So
Wait,
I
what?
don't know.
Repeat that. I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
She said that her brother or husband works for a sheriff's department in a neighboring county, and that they were called in tonight to search for a dead body behind McDonald's in Kingsport. So that sounds kind of fishy to me. And I said, is that related to Summer's case or a different case? And she said Summer's case. Well, that just sounds odd to me.
Yeah.
That just sounds odd to me. But I'm just mentioning that because that was the rumor that was going around.
Well, see, and that's the thing, is there's so many rumors and
Isn't there?
so many lies, so many rumors. It's hard to navigate through the truth. I do feel like it, innocent till proven guilty, and I feel like these guys have, maybe they have said things that have made them look guilty. They've done things that have made them obviously look guilty. They
Oh,
very well might be, and if they are, then they deserve to be in the jail. Saying they deserve to go to jail, and that justice needs to be served for
yeah.
some. If that's the case,
Oh,
but
somebody's saying that's more hearsay. Okay, Justice for All said that they had Don with them searching behind McDonald's tonight, and he is going to be talking about that shortly. So,
oh, you know what? Somebody said he did a live last night or something, and it was a very good live. I haven't had a chance to watch it. Like I said, I got to get caught up. I
no,
haven't had
he
a chance to
talked
watch
about
him or Kim and
no,
Allie.
his thing was about Jodie Sue. He played Jodie Sue saying she was searching for Summer before Candace even knew. And he's saying, oh, well, Jodie Sue was searching for Summer before Candace even knew she was missing. No, that's not what Jodie Sue said. And everybody in comments is trying to tell him that that's not what Jodie Sue said. But yeah, he's leaving that up there. She was searching for Summer before Candace knew she was searching for Summer. That's what she said. She didn't say she was searching for Summer before Candace knew Summer was missing.
She said, okay, so she says it's bogus, guys. It's bogus. She goes, why would they have Don with them? Micro said that. Why would they have Don with them? But she says it's bogus.
Exactly. And how it is justice. Yeah.
So it's
He
a bunch
kind
of
of,
bullshit. And that's the
he's
thing, though.
kind
I
of
hope he
lost
doesn't
me
go
with
out
the
and say that.
dog. I wasn't sure when he came out with the Jose thing, that was all crap. So, but then he did a couple of things after that, and I was kind of warming to him. But then he got on the dog train, and then he lost me there.
Wasn't that a wreck? Wasn't that
I
a wreck?
said I
And
can't
then,
believe you put this out here without vetting this information. And he deleted it. I'll give him that credit for that. But I mean, he shouldn't have put it out there.
yeah,
Creators need to vet that stuff first. I mean, because you know how rumors spread.
yeah, oh, yeah. And they go so fast, it's ridiculous. It's like, so, I mean, they just spread like wildfire. And it's like once one goes, they go and go, and it gets worse and worse. If you don't nip it in the ass, it gets worse and worse and worse. It's like a
I
game of
know.
telephone. You know what I mean? One person will say, I had McDonald's today and I took my dog for a walk. And the next thing you're like, oh, I had McDonald's today, took my dog for a walk and stubbed my toe. And you know what I mean? Like people just add stuff to it, I took my dog for a walk and stubbed my toe, went to McDonald's, and my dog got off the leash. And then next thing you know, like your dog done ran away, you spilled your milkshake, and all you said was you went to McDonald's and
Yeah.
took the dog for a walk. But you know what I mean? By the time it gets to the end of it, people have added stuff, taken stuff away. It's hard because there's so many there's so many rumors and lies and mixed in, and then there's truth here and there, and everybody seems to have their different different truth of different things. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like the way they think. Well, they think their truth, it's their truth, and they know it's true to them because they either seen it or heard it or something, but
I know,
then
I
you have
see
other
it.
people.
Well, and I see it in comments. That's why I do my Rose Bly search every night and try to stamp out those rumors, because I watch someone say something in a comment that is totally made up, and then I watch it spread, and I watch it pop up in other comments and other people's chats, and then I'm like, and then it grows, and then
Yeah, and that's another thing I was like really well, that's why I was like, I'm like, well, when I came to you, I'm like, hold on, are you involved with this Jessica thing? You're like, no, I just tried to help her clear her name. Like, I'm not involved with any of that shit. And then you explained to me about the rose thing, and I was like, well, we obviously are on two different. You know what I'm saying? You were thinking something else. I was thinking something else. I'm like, well, wait a minute. We're talking about two different things here. So, when you were telling me about Rose's case and the way that the stuff that's Summer's case is starting to affect her case.
yes. And I'm really afraid if there's a resolution to Summer's case that creators are going to turn to Rose's case and mess it up even more. They just need to stay away. And then that's another thing. Candy, somebody, Molly Golightly or someone was talking about going to Wisconsin, and Candy said, no, don't do that. And everybody's like, oh, what does Candy not want them to find? And I'm like, nothing. She doesn't want him to mess up the case. She's in contact with law enforcement constantly about Rose's case. So she doesn't want people up there digging up driveways. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, and that's another thing too. Is they're like, well, she doesn't. When they came out and said that she has an attorney, she came straight back and was clapping back and said, "No, I do not. I do not have an attorney. I talk to the police. They know when I'm here. They know when I leave.
Oh, yeah.
Like and I mean, I feel like people just don't realize that. They just go
Yeah,
with
I don't
whatever
know.
they hear, whatever they think, and it's
Laura,
very, very bothersome because it's just like they take and run with whatever they want. They don't care the damage it's doing.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Laura Lee. I don't know why people think they're related either. And people that say that, oh yeah, they did something, and they did something to Rose too. And I'm like, really? What makes you think that? Well, I never get an answer because the people that say that don't know anything about either case, really. So, I mean, they don't
Well,
have a
and it
reason.
is.
They
I
don't
mean,
have a
I'm not
reason
gonna.
why.
Well, I mean, and I mean, you gotta get. I mean, you do gotta wonder. There's a lot of people who are like, damn, two missing people in one family is very odd,
Well, but
and
look at Cassie Rainwater and her mom. That just happened, and they disappeared 13 years apart.
right,
It's
right.
not. I think it's just that's. I don't know. There's something about this case that people want to make connections that aren't there all over the place in this case
Yeah,
for some reason. I don't know.
yeah. It's I don't know. It's very odd. I guess it's.
I don't think. No, I've never been on Plunder. Um, I have been
I
on
think
some.
what have you been on Zob Girl and then the bed crime time
Yes,
or
bed crime
bed
stories. I
crime?
was on Crystal's Crime Time. Yeah, those two. Sometimes I'm just in chat and then they want me up on panel, but bed crime stories and Crystals, they both invited me and sent me questions. Those were planned interviews, so which was
Oh,
kind
okay.
of that was kind of nerve-wracking.
I bet. I bet it
Going
was.
up on panel just when you're hanging out in chat is a little different than a planned formal interview, but
Well, yeah, especially when you guys have it planned out, and you know what I mean. And
yeah.
we just come up
And
here and shoot the shit here. We
they
just,
sent me the questions. Bad Crime Stories sent me the questions, and then I went over those with Chris just to see what I could say and what I shouldn't say. You know what I mean?
right.
What I shouldn't reveal.
see, and that's what I was like, is this, well, and I asked you that day, I was like, hold on, do you know these people? You're like, yeah, I know him. I talked to him. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, you do? You're like, yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. Are you sure it's him? You're like, yep, it's him.
Oh yeah, it's just it was
Because
funny
I mean, you
in
know, I questioned. Look how many people have lied. Look how many things have happened. You know what I mean?
oh
So I
yeah.
definitely question it. I know, and I think I only question it because it's like a PTSD thing. Like, you know, I feel like everybody lies about something. You know?
Yeah. Oh, just roll with it. Yeah, Candace does called Rose a bitch. She did. She said um
Well, I mean,
the bitch. Oh, can't because Candy was crying and when somebody mentioned it or it was Rose's birthday or the anniversary or something, and yeah, Candace said, "Why are you crying? The bitch is dead." So yeah, some people, yeah, then they're saying people are making things up from that, like, oh, she's saying that she killed her. Um, Candace shared that meme, which I shared too because it was funny. Bitch, I'll put you in the trunk and help people look for you. I thought that was, I posted that in my crime group. And, then that went into Candace saying, I did not stab my sister in the trunk. Well,
what in the hell? See,
laugh at some of that bullshit that comes out. But yeah, uh, Candace, yes, did call her sister a bad name. Well, Rose called CPS on Candace, so yeah, they weren't the best of
see, and
friends.
I've always heard that isn't true. And I've
Oh no,
heard
it
that
is true. She
Jim
did
was the
call
one
her.
that called supposedly
Who?
the dad the here. Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
shouldn't even
Jim?
say.
No, no, no. Rose called CPS because she was babysitting him.
Yeah, see, and I've always heard it was Jim. I don't know. I mean, you know, that's the thing though, is I don't hear. I don't know. I don't know that that's the biggest thing is some are rumors, some are facts. I don't know what is what.
Yeah, Rose said she did.
Well, it must have been a serious thing then if she felt she needed to call, it
Yeah,
must have been
she
serious.
was. Yes, she was 15. Microwave crack. Yes, Rose was 15 then.
And she was babysitting what the two older kids then? Because that's that.
Yes, Candace, Jean, and Andy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm thinking, well, this had to have been way back,
Yeah, it
I mean,
was.
at least
Yeah.
what
Oh,
20
yeah.
years
It
ago
was.
or so.
That was 6 years before Rose went missing. So Candace was long gone from Wisconsin by then.
Well, see, and that's the thing is people kept trying to accuse her and say that they were involved in it, but they were long gone.
Yeah, they were.
So,
Candace. Yeah, Candace left Wisconsin. It's not like she went home to visit people. She didn't go home to her dad's funeral. She didn't go to Rose's wedding. She didn't. She isn't a family
well, and they
person.
were at that point they were
So it's
traveling,
not like,
wasn't she?
yeah.
She was gone by then. Was her and Dawn together? Were they traveling, or
Yes.
was it just okay?
She and Don were together, and Josie was 9 months old, I believe, and Candace was pregnant with um the middle boy when Rose went
Well,
missing. They were
it was
actually moving from Arkansas to Tennessee that weekend. So they were a little busy. They weren't driving around the back roads looking for Rose.
well, yeah. I mean, with two kids and trying to move and being pregnant, and, I mean, shit.
That's a crazy story.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
like they say, you know what I mean? It sounds like they were busy. I mean, Jose and Allie both said Candace said she killed Rose, just saying. Yeah, I think that's a lie too. I think that's
oh yeah.
bullshit too.
Allie would say anything to get Candace in trouble. I mean,
That's what I'm thinking too.
the
She's
driveway
very,
thing was all made up, and that came from Allie too.
and I think Allie's very vindictive, but but she goes on PG's panel a lot. So, well, she was. I don't know if she still is now, but
Oh,
she was.
PG said she talks to Allie every day. I found that odd. I didn't know that. Candace's
Yeah,
first husband. Candace was not married to her first baby daddy, and he is in Wisconsin now. He did move to Texas. His last wife just passed away recently, I think last year. He's a little guy. He only weighed 125 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh
Don
wait,
Don
Allie
did
and
not
Andrew
know
are both.
Rose.
Hold on. Allie and Andrew both are still on YouTube. I thought. Hold on. I thought their page got shut down or whatever. I thought their
He's got a
his
new one.
what they did make
I
a
heard
channel
Andrew
together.
had a new channel.
Oh, what did they make it together? Or is it separate? Is it like
I
a
don't know.
channel together?
It's moist something. I don't know.
Oh, yuck.
Yeah.
He's something else. Did you see that panda tattoo he did? It looked terrible. It looked like a whole damn infection. It was gross. It's like a panda bear on his wrist or something, and it's red and it looked like it's got yellow pus coming out of it. It's gross.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like scabbed
moist
over.
coffee. So somebody keeps up with him. Moist coffee.
Oh wait. Andrew now has moist coffee chat too. Oh, so he did make like a number like a backup channel or something maybe.
Yeah, I think I've heard. Yeah, people said it was up a couple days ago.
Wow.
I don't know. I've never watched him. I can't stand to even look at him. And
Yeah,
what
it
kind
just
of
was really
dad is
odd to
that
me.
would go on YouTube and say that his son was the product of a one night stand? Is that a good dad? Is that
Well, no,
something
I
that
mean, he said a lot of things that I was just like, "Are you kidding me?" But it just goes to show, it just gives people a background of how and who Allie and Andrew are and
oh
how
yeah.
Hunter was raised. You
Well,
know,
Hunter wasn't I don't think Hunter was ever knew Andrew, did he? Allie
I,
said he
I
was
don't think
never
so from the
Andrew
sound of
was
it.
never
No.
involved in Hunter's life until he sent those bikers down to kidnap him.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. What was that? So now that was ridiculous.
that was scary, wasn't it? No wonder Hunter was hiding in the house. I would be
Well,
traumatized from that too.
right. I mean, what the hell was he thinking? Did he really actually think that was going to happen, or? Well, and that's the thing too. He not only did he do that, but then he tried to move down there and move in with, you know, Allie and Candace and the kids and what the hell.
I know.
So like it was I don't know, it's very weird that he just showed up with Jose and a whole van of people and mothers and kids and
I don't
just
know.
expected to stay there. What?
Well, yeah, I don't know what that whole deal was. I don't know. And I don't think we'll ever know because nobody that came down with them is telling the truth. I mean, would you believe Andrew or Jose if they told you the truth, you wouldn't recognize it
Hold
because
on, Maggie May. Hold on. Maggie May said, "Well, he would have seen H in October 2020." So,
yeah, yeah,
well, I
you're
guess.
right. So that came from Allie. She said he wasn't involved in Hunter's life until Summer went missing. But then Allie's a liar, so who
Well,
knows?
yeah. Well, and that's like when she said she got up and walked down to the truck so she could ask um Candace if she could say bye to Summer or something like that. I don't see that happening. I don't see her getting off the porch and walking clear out to the car, especially when they're not friends and they don't get along.
Yeah, and they weren't getting along then.
Yeah.
Um,
So I can't see her wanting to just walk up to the car and be like, "Oh, can I see Summer real quick?"
yeah,
I'm sure Hunter probably jumped out of the car and went upstairs, went up to the house and walked in and went on about his business.
yeah, I can't see the whole family out there. I don't know. I have
I mean, maybe
texts
they were
where
sitting on the porch
Leslie,
or something. Maybe
I
she
have,
yelled. Maybe
I have texts of Leslie saying that there's a camera on a pole across the street from their house, and they have video of them dropping Hunter off from that camera that the law enforcement does. I don't know if that's true or not either.
well, that would sure help the timeline, wouldn't it?
It would help the timeline, yep. And all we know from Hunter being dropped off at 2:30 is true, and Andrew's saying that. I don't know how truthful True is. I've never
I've never
seen
met
her.
her. I don't know.
No, I've never seen her say much and to compare it to. So she said they dropped him off promptly at 2:30. Well, if they were at Sonic at 2, they stopped at the grocery store and bought milk. I guess Hunter's house is only like 5 minutes from
But
there, though. So
wait. They supposedly went to the hippie house before they went to the swimming hole. Remember?
they went to
Because
the swimming hole at 12:21.
right,
So
but I'm saying supposedly they went to to the hippie
I
house
didn't know when
before
they
that.
went to the hippie house. Evidently, Summer went into the hippie house, and they have her on tape there. So, Hunter stayed in the
Well,
truck. Hunter said he stayed in the truck. He wasn't allowed to go in because he was underage,
they
but they let children 5 and under go in so they aren't left alone in the car. And supposedly they did get tape from the hippie house. But I don't know that for a fact. I do know that she was at Sonic at 2. So they went to the hippie house before they went swimming. Oh yeah, because they went somewhere to get the twisted tea before they went swimming too, didn't they? They would have had to have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They said supposedly he drank those twisted teas or something when he was at the swimming hole or whatever. So if that's the case, then they would have had to go before they went to the swimming hole.
They would have.
So
So that Candy was not with them then. She was still at the hospital. They didn't pick her up till after swimming.
well, I mean, how do you know they didn't pick her up till after swimming?
Because they picked her up and dropped the prescription off at 1. And
Well,
she
in
wasn't
the
she
interview, she
wasn't
says she was there.
I don't believe that.
Hmm. And we got, well, I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
we'll have difference in opinions. I know. I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it is. To my understanding here, Pecan Pie said, to my understanding, the hippie house and a discount tobacco store. So what from so they dropped Candy off at the hospital, then they went to the discount tobacco store, the hippie house, and then what picked her up, dropped the prescription off, went swimming. I need to go back and watch the interviews. That's what I need to go back
They
and
went
do.
swimming at
It's late and I'm not
12:21.
even thinking
They
straight.
posted the swimming video at 12:34.
Were they posted on TikTok or where? Where was it
Yeah,
posted at?
posted
TikTok.
on TikTok, yes.
Okay.
And then they went to pick up Candy. Then she called them from the hospital. They went to pick her up. They dropped the prescription off at 1:00 at Walgreens. They were told it would take 30 minutes. They came back and picked it up at 1:33 and then went to Sonic at 2. So you have to fit everything else in around there. Then they went to Priceless and got the milk and then dropped Hunter off. So you're right. They must have gone to the hippie house and the other tobacco place before they went swimming then, because they had the twisted tea and the vapes at the swimming hole, right?
Well, that's what I thought, but I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah, I
Like
didn't even. That's why I
I
like
came into the
discussing
game
this.
late, so
That's why I like discussing this stuff because then it helps.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
and I wish I wish we had some
I
other
hadn't
people
thought
that
about that, but they would have had to have. Yeah, I'm just trying to fit all the things in where they could, fit everything into times that are confirmed. So
right. Well, yeah, I mean, it gets kind of confusing when you're trying to put everything together. I mean, go off of their timeline or you go
yeah,
out here hippie shop and smoke shop. So yeah, they had to. Okay, so here vapes from hippie house and teas and cigs from the discount tobacco store. So they went to so they just ran probably to one place and then to the other place. Like it was probably like super quick, maybe 5-10 minutes in and out.
yeah. So yeah. So that pretty much accounts for the time, right then.
So
Well, so that pretty much fills the day. Now, did something happen before they dropped Hunter off that traumatized him for life? I don't know.
I don't know, because I don't really believe Allie when she says he was rocking back and forth and acting all like that. You know what I
Well,
mean?
because he went with his girlfriend and he went to the ball game.
Right.
So how
So
traumatized was he? And was
that's
he
what I'm
really
saying. If he was that
was he really
traumatized and he just
was he
did
really
something or
drunk?
watched something done to a child, I'm sure he isn't just going to go, "Hey, let's go to the ball game. Let's hang out." You know, I just don't see that happening.
Well,
And
and
then
was he really drunk and high
not off
when
one
he
mouth
got back?
or one
And then
cheek.
he's on probation and went to the doctor's office. So did he go to the doctor's office on probation while he's drunk and high? I don't know if I believe that either.
Well, yeah, because his appointment was what, 2:30, 3
3.
o'clock.
His appointment was supposedly at 3, but True said he was late.
Well, yeah, so he's not going to go to the doctor drunk as hell. I mean, he's not going
I
to go
wouldn't think
all,
he. I
you
wouldn't
know.
think he would. Yeah, I don't know. And they said what? She only bought one twisted tea. And those aren't very strong, are they? So.
Well, no, it's like a Mike's Hard Lemonade. You ain't getting
Well,
drunk off that.
if he had that at 12:30, then at 3 o'clock he's probably still not going to be drunk, right?
Right.
If he was ever drunk, he's kind of a chunky kid. So I mean.
Well, and I mean, if he went to the doctor after he did something horrible or did something or knew something about that was done to Summer, who was like a sister to him,
Yeah.
I think the doctor would probably know something was severely wrong, you know?
You'd think, wouldn't you? Yeah.
I don't think he would be able to compose himself and act normal. But you know, again, like I said, look at that Lily Peters and her cousin. He went looking for her and talking to the family, crying. Went to the vigil. You know, was going hanging out, hanging ribbons up, and he had just brutally RAP her and covered her with after she was already dead. First of all, he you know what I'm saying, punched her in the gut. Then he strangled her. Then he did this awful things to her while she was deceased, you know what I'm saying, covered her up, and then went back home, went and helped look for her, did all this stuff, and then went back and hid her body, moved her, hid her, and covered her up, like at 14 years old. So
who really looked for Summer though? Did Hunter and Allie and Sherry, did they ever come and look for Summer? Were they searching for her?
You know, I don't know. And another thing though that they said that is a big argument, and I always argue with people about it, is they're like, Candace didn't search. They never went and searched. Well, I thought they were told to stay up on the hill. I thought they were told not to search.
I don't know.
From my understanding, that's what they were told. But then the law enforcement came across and said, came up and said, do not be going and walking around the woods because we'll be looking for you next. You know, like we don't want to have to go looking for you because you went looking for Summer and got lost or
That could be.
here for a
That
couple
could
days.
be.
You know,
Well, yeah.
because
I know in
they send 100 people in, they're counting 100 people that come out. You know, you come out with 98 people.
A lot of times on local missing persons cases, I know they ask, like the little boy here that drowned, that went missing from the trailer park, and they found him in the creek. A lot of times they ask the neighborhood not to search. Because they don't want to, they want professional searchers and dogs and things. They don't want to mess up the trail or whatever.
Right. Well, not only that, but I mean, look at like John Benet Ramsey. Her dad found her. He snatched her up, ran upstairs and out of the basement, completely ruined the damn crime scene and anything that with her. I mean, just when you're a parent, the first thing you do is grab your child, and if something is wrong, they need that crime scene preserved. To you know what I'm saying? It's hard to keep the parents away from that. Not only that, sometimes you don't need to see your child that way. You know, it's incredibly awful.
They didn't in this case. Yeah, they weren't searching for a body though, so it wasn't like they didn't want the. Sometimes they don't want parents, like when you're searching, to stumble onto their loved one's body, but that wasn't the case here. I mean, they thought she
Well,
just
I
wandered
mean, they were
off.
looking for her, but I mean,
Yeah.
there could have been an accident. She could have, even if
Yeah,
she did go to the woods and get turned around, she could have fallen, and I mean, there
she
could have
could
been a
have.
lot of things that happened. I mean, who knows? I don't want to sit here and say one way or another, but dad or son killed her. You think so, Laura Lee? There's a lot of different opinions. I mean, I've been back and forth and bounced here, bounced there, this person, that person. I think, you know what I mean? I'm like, this person could have done this person could have done that. Well, then I was like, well, yeah, I mean, I can see why people would think Jodie Sue's son could or, might have had something to do with it because, I mean, he's the neighbor. He lives across the street. He knows the woods. He knows the area. He knows the layout. He was friends with the boys across the street. His parents were friends with Candace and Don. He's been over there. They've been over to his house. Summer knows him. He knows Summer. He would be able to get around the dogs. He knows dogs. He would be able to, so I'm like, all these different things are going through my mind, to think, oh, these people have seen him running through now they've seen this. They've seen him doing this stuff before. So his mom wouldn't let them search the property. Maybe, what if he did the same thing that Carson did and went and hid her somewhere, and I mean, or what? I don't know. I don't want to even think about it, but just my mind starts running 100 miles a minute.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, they could have suspects and people we haven't heard about, but I don't think so. I think it's not going to be all that complicated.
No.
I think the most logical explanation is the correct one.
Somebody just said, was she put in a snowsuit? Well, no, she wasn't. It was June 15th, and it was pretty hot there, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was
It
hot
was
that day.
80. It was 80 degrees there that day.
So, yeah, no, she was not put in a. So, did they put Summer in that snowsuit after swimming? What snowsuit? I never seen one.
Oh,
Did
she's
I miss
talking about
something?
the track. She means the track suit, but I don't know. I don't. A
Well,
lot
no,
of
I thought she was
a
putting
lot
the
of people
new.
said they saw that posted before that day, the milk video. Um and someone I trust completely said that she saw it before that day. So I have the original from Candace and it's being analyzed and I'm supposed to have the results this week. So we'll see what it says.
Yeah.
If they can see when she took that, because I don't think that was that day. And I don't think law enforcement does either, because they said the swimming video is the last confirmed sighting of what she looked like. So they must not think that the milk video was the same day either.
Well, and that's the thing is they have the phones, they have the forensics. And another thing with like Benny and these phones, I know that so let's say that Candace does take the phone and she does go up to Hawkins County to Lawson and says, "Hey Lawson, here's Donnie's phone. I wanted to give it to you. Tim gave it to me in a bag. I just wanted to bring it into you and give it to you." He's gonna have to go get a warrant signed for that phone before he can even go through it and touch it or do anything with it, you know?
You know what? Don gave that phone to Tim when he went to jail. If they wanted that phone, they could have taken it then. That's a phone that he didn't even get until after Summer went missing. So there ain't nothing on that phone that's going to be of any value. I don't know why Benny's making it sound like there's something on that phone. I mean, that's a phone he got after Summer
Well, I
went
do think
missing.
it was really odd that she threw it in the lake or what.
We don't
From
know that.
what I heard, well, we don't either. That's
No.
true. We just know that supposedly shit's been thrown in the lake or thrown in the where they were camping at, I guess.
Oh, pecan pie. Thank you for agreeing with me. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't think that was shaken that day.
Well, they
I
like I
don't
said,
know.
they would
We'll
have
know. I
the
have the picture, the original picture and video of the milk jugs. and I sent them to someone who's having them analyzed. So, hopefully he can get the information from it because, Candace wouldn't supply a time and date stamp for that. She said it was at
Well, when you
3:09
said
on the
was it
15th,
posted,
but
wouldn't it?
she wouldn't prove that.
Well, I'm saying, wouldn't it be on her phone though? Like, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, it would be. You're right. But I want to know.
She said, Kim D said, if Lisa doesn't know Candace, how does Lisa have the original video of Summer from Candace?
Well, let me think if I can tell you.
And Laura Lee, I feel like Tim Mullins is very sus too, especially.
I don't think he is. I got the milk video from the person that Candace sent it to, who's a friend of mine.
Okay, so here, Jess Rollway
Yeah.
says, I always thought the milk video was old too.
Yeah. I don't think it was taken that day.
Well,
Nothing matches their story. Yeah, there's metadata. Hopefully I'll have it this week, so I'll come on here and let you guys know.
Well, yeah, and I was gonna say that'd be something I would be interested in hearing too, to check it out.
No, he's not going to put it on his channel. He's going to just send me the information, let me decide what to do with it. So
she said, okay, thank you for answering. Which, like I said, I appreciate you coming up here too and chatting with me. I want to make sure.
I'll answer anything except that I will not reveal sources. I mean, I have people contact me, just out of the blue and message me and have a story to tell because they don't know who to trust and they pick me. How when you know something and it's a secret and you can't really tell anyone, but you need to tell someone. So people tell me these things, and I don't repeat something unless I've heard it from two people because I do not want it to be tracked back to the person who told me. If it's only one person, it would be easy to tell who told me, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, wouldn't be too hard to figure out.
Well, yeah, hopefully TBI, yes, I'm sure, does know. I think that's why they have not said that the milk video was from that day. I mean, WJHL said that law enforcement said the swimming video was the last confirmed sighting of Summer. So the milk video was supposedly after that. I find it odd that Candace said 3:09 because that's a pretty specific time for someone that doesn't keep track of time, isn't it? What happened at 3:09 that she needs an alibi for? And why was she posting that picture, that old picture from last year of Josie and Summer after Summer went missing and then deleted it? No, I didn't know anything about the Michael Long case. Sorry.
Oh God! Don't bring up the Garuda prayer circle. Don't do it.
Oh, somebody said, did I know everything then too? No, I didn't know anybody in that case and still don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say we asked. Well, yeah, we asked you about that too. I was like, God, do you remember that case? It was.
Figure out what the hell you're talking about,
It was
Jake. I'm
rough.
like, who the hell is Jake? I don't know any
I'm
Jake.
so glad that he is gone. Yeah, yes, because I seen that post and I was like, hold on. I'm like, but same thing. You were like, somebody told me, that this is like he's in or he's not, or these people are crazy or something. I can't remember what the hell it said now. But anyways, yeah, I thought you were friends with him, like talking to him. And so that's why I was like, wait a minute, you're friends with Chris Larson? Weren't you friends with from the Michael Long case?
Like
Jake?
Who the hell's Jake? Jake from State Farm. Yeah, I don't know. No, some
Well,
lady
see, and
that
that
was
was
just
never really that was just a really nasty, bitter divorce, child custody case. I guess
yeah,
not divorce because they had been
exactly. It
done, but
wasn't got to be the
it was
longest
not.
child custody case in history.
It shouldn't have even been online. That's what it shouldn't even been on here.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, I gotta get off here. It's getting late. I
Yeah,
gotta
me
get up
too.
early. It's Sunday, so
I gotta go too. All right, thanks,
the
Rebecca.
stay
Good,
in comes
have a good
early.
night.
Good night. I appreciate you coming up and hanging.
All right, we'll talk later. Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye, everybody. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out and chit chatting. I will talk to you guys later. Gotta get up early, so I know I'm gonna be tired in the morning. Talk to you guys later.